Take a chance, in a trance, painted red, what a romance. Take a chance, one glance, painted blue, end up with a rain dance. Just a bit stronger, an honor and a monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this longer. Can't find this anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find this anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere. How I've always wondered. How I've always wondered. How I've always wondered. Took a chance, in a trance, painted red, where's the romance? Took a chance, one glance, painted blue, ended on a rain dance. Now a bit stronger, not alone with the monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this summer. Can't find this anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find us anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere. How I've always wondered.
Gaming Morning Show.
Things put on pancakes and rhyming bear intros. Austin confused about whose sister married the bros. In the UK, dooley-doo tugs on our heartstrings. Gaming Morning Show is one of our favorite things.
It's Paul. It's Paul.
Ah, who are we kidding?
Pumpkin spice and fall. Paul.
We all know our favorite thing is the season of Paul. Pumpkin spice latte time! Besides the tasty drinks, the weather is cooler.
We get the most time where it's cooled off, but it's not always rainy. Sometimes it's rainy for part of the day, but then it dries up and it's just a nice, cool, cloudy day. I like that.
There's football on.
Man, did we have a great football weekend. Both of our teams performed to the tippy top of their tippiest top of performance, and boy, football is fun.
That's gotta be enough for all of the hosts of Gaming Morning Show, right? Right?
Okay, so when Club Penguin changed, they changed everything, they got more mainstream, and I wrote them an email. And I was like, it would be really nice if you guys could go back to the way things were, because the original Penguins, we really miss it. I speak on behalf of all of the OG Penguins, and we all are really upset. Right, you've changed, man.
You're the Lorax for Club Penguin.
I was. I speak for the Penguins.
Well, penguin begins with a P. So, happy Paul, everyone, from all of us at GMS. Broadcasting live from Radnor's Rescued Cat Figurine Museum in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
When Sean Redner told his wife, Hillary, that he wanted to turn their Wisconsin home into a museum of cat figurines, she had a predictable response. We're gonna do what?
We'll do that some other time, huh? Okay then. Broadcasting live from the same places they've been since 2020. It's time for Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in this Gaming Morning Show. So glad that you are along for the ride wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Also have it simulcasting on Twitter Spaces. We have a whole bunch of stuff that's happening today, and for today only, you must sign up by the end of the show, or else your chances of enjoying the show are gone, because the show gets off the air at 9 a.m. and we're not staying any longer.
It's true. It's true. That is how time works.
Although, you know what's funny, as I just threw that out kind of completely sporadically, and then I just realized today is actually the first show after the show for our Patreon subscribers.
No.
So
The show's over at 9. That's a different product.
I genuinely lied. Like, it's literally, this is the only day this week that this would have been a lie, and of course I had to do it today on Friday, February 10th, 2023. What a great start. That is Sports Gaming on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goofy. It's so great to see so many of you who are already jumping into chat. And of course, you can join us on any of those aforementioned platforms. Easiest way to find us is at GamingMorningShow.tv, and our Twitter is at WatchGMS. Also encourage you to check us out on Instagram, which is Gaming Morning Show. It's so good to see I am JF Downs, who's opening up the chat this morning. Thank you for being here so early. 49 after 5 o'clock? No, 3 after 6 o'clock. So
First,
it's good to see you this morning. Those are two different times.
Very different time.
I mean, if I'm being honest, Streamlabs was here at 5:49, but we'll tell you about why that is the case. Drew Mega, Kate Zaid, I am the Pizza Babe.
nice chat.
Nice chat to all of you. Thank you for being here for today's show. Coming up, we're going to have gaming headlines with the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. The headlines you need to know heading into your weekend. Very important, because we can't give you any video game headlines tomorrow. We can't give it to you on Sunday. It's ridiculous, you know, that you would be without gaming headlines over the weekend, but Sean's got stuff to do, and I don't want to keep Sean in like a Bob-like situation where I have to put Sean in a box and then Sean has to constantly give you gaming headlines. That doesn't seem like the life you want to live.
Well, and to be honest, if you've watched any of the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News segments on Mondays, not often a lot of things happening during the weekend. So, it's okay.
Hopefully that means many of the gaming news sites that you use also give their employees the weekends off, or at least some sort of time off, because that might be why it's a little bit thin on Mondays occasionally.
It does seem that way, and that's okay by me.
And by occasionally, I mean often.
Yes.
Almost all the time. We have that coming up. Birthdays this day in gaming history, so if you know someone celebrating a birthday today or tomorrow, please let us know. On Monday's show, we celebrate those who have a Sunday birthday. All the news that's fit to print day. It's Children's Hospice Day, International Cribbage Day, International Winter Bike to Work Day, National Flannel Day. And I say ooh because I've always been fond of flannel, even though I wear like zero flannel.
Right. Flannel, like, are you, in your mind, are you thinking more the pattern or the material?
The material.
Okay. Cool. It's so hot.
But it's cozy.
Yeah, but it's so warm.
I mean, I'm constantly in some sort of like long sleeve sweatshirt type thing, so maybe flannel's my calling. I don't know. I don't know how I look in flannel, but then when I say I don't know how I look in flannel, it's kind of what you just said. Is it the pattern that I'm thinking, kind of the checkerboard black and red? I have to figure that out. Other days of the day: National Home Warranty Day, National Julio Day, National Lewis Day. It's also National Umbrella Day, or Plimsoll Day.
Yes.
You sounded like Adam Sandler there. Oh my gosh. What did you do to talk about the Umbrella Day? And could you do that again if you tried?
Maybe. Say the name of the day again.
Today is National Umbrella Day, or also Plimsoll Day.
Yes.
Okay, that's close.
Yeah, see,
Tried too hard that time.
Can't do it.
Valentismas. Valentismas, I guess. Welsh Language Music Day, World Pulses Day, and of course we'll get to our topic of the day in just a moment. Coming up at this hour, Coyote runs through a Washington State hospital, so we have that story. Also, next hour, bear escapes an enclosure at a St. Louis zoo. That's one thing to keep in mind. That's definitely happening. We'll also have a sports story about how a company is trying to proactively get ready for all the Philadelphia Eagles fans, should the Eagles win the Super Bowl, from climbing a lot of the posts that are in Philadelphia. Ooh, Eagle the Mathematician is ready to go and hasn't even been revealed yet.
He wants you to know that even though you can't see him, he's there.
He's always there, watching, waiting. Today's topic of the day is National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. So we're asking you, what's the best type of brownie? Kate has been crushing it lately, jumping in and immediately answering the questions, almost like Forgettable Vendetta-esque. All brownies are good brownies. I tend to agree. I don't know if I've ran into too many brownies that I'm like, ugh, no thanks.
Yeah, I like most brownies I've had, so I can get on board with that. Lately, my favorite brownie has been our wives' family makes these Texas brownies, and we've had those quite a few times. And it's a thinner brownie, but then it has like a frosting on top. But they're quite delicious.
And I also definitely knew that was our wives' collective family recipe, not something that I just thought your wife was particularly fond of.
And I'm not entirely sure where this recipe came from, but I say that because the last time they were to be made, my wife wasn't able to make them, and she's like, well, of course, Mom can make them. She's made them before. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's apparently something they've done before.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'll have to ask Hefty Wife about that and get informed on all of our family traditions.
Well, you know, they're from Texas.
Right? Yes. Yes. Right from the heart of Texas is what my wife always said. Drew Megan says, damn it, Downs, I thought I was first. Lucas Myko jumps in.
Nice chat!
Nice chat to you, Mike says, first. Element of One says, good morning, boys, an exclamation point raffle.
Nice chat!
You can do exclamation point raffle as well. We're giving away a $10 gift card to kind of the video game store of choice. So if you want one for Steam or you want one for the Nintendo eShop, if you end up winning today's raffle, then we'll give that away. That's courtesy of all of our Patreon subscribers. You can thank them because in our Patreon Name of the Month giveaway, which is our Patreon-only Discord channel, they all submitted enough entries to give all of our audience a chance to win a $10 gift card. Big thanks to those who entered. Also, happy subversary to some of our Patreon subscribers celebrating a subversary today. And that includes Kiki Lowe, Chris Emye, Hoffbrew, Five Sill, Superphonic, Papa Paz, Kim Chica, and Unknown Story. Thank you so much for being part of the Gaming Morning Show Patreon. And you can also become one if you would like. Patreon.com/GamingMorningShow. Now, we'll talk more about specifically what cream cheese brownies are. The Texas brownies that you talked about were frosted brownies. What's like the base of the brownie?
Chocolate. I don't know.
But it's not a dark chocolate, is it? Like it's more of like
no.
I thought it was like butterscotch. Maybe I'm confusing my brownies already.
That could be. No, they're just chocolate. I'm not sure exactly what goes into them, as I've not made them myself.
Not being from Texas, it's hard for you to.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to make them because I am from California, and I can only make California brownies,
which are amazing. Still don't know what those are either, but I'm sure they're wonderful.
They look and taste the same, but they're called California brownies.
I made Texas brownies before. We called them South Dakota brownies. Okay, so do you know what Scotcheroos are?
Scotchick?
Scotchickaroos?
No, I'm not familiar with Scotcheroos.
Maybe that's not what they're called. This is gonna be tough if I'm wrong, but I've been known to be wrong before. They're those like butterscotch, almost like Rice Krispie treat type things with the layer of chocolate frosting on top.
No. Unfamiliar.
I also just answered my own question because I was asked, do those qualify as brownies? And I just said in that they're like a Rice Krispie treat type thing. But they're butterscotch
probably
with
not
chocolate
brownies.
on top. They're amazing, Sean.
I mean, that sounds good. We could make those. But we should probably make them and then decide if they're brownies or not.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Because I'm concerned that I'm just making up exactly what those are. But oh, maybe they're called no blondies are a brownie. I think maybe. Man,
Yeah.
should have done my research.
We've been talking about Brownie Day for the last 3 weeks, prepping for today.
Right. Yeah, this is showing the hole that is doing 10 of minutes worth of planning for this show every single morning. I'll try to do some more research during one of the breaks or something, and that's going into Hefty Wife and saying, "Hey, can you help me remember all of the things I'm trying to say?"
Please interpret.
I'm lost without you, K-Laugh. I need you, K-Laugh. Come back. Element says, "What a burger, chocolate chunk brownie." Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, as good as, like, just fresh out of the oven brownies are, there's something about those brownies that come in, like, plastic wrap that have an S-ton of preservatives in them.
Yeah.
Like the Jimmy John's cookies. Those things are amazing, but, you know, they probably could survive about as long as a Twinkie can.
Yeah, they have their issues. They taste good, though.
Oh, they sure do. I love going into, like, gas stations and going to, like, the pastry wall that's not fresh. It's just all entirely made up of heavy preservative pastries. Amazing. So if that's anything what that's like, Element of One, I'm getting the impression that Whataburger doesn't make these daily fresh, but you can tell me that I'm wrong. I picture it's like, would you also like to, like that thing that's at checkout? I think you like Firehouse Subs. They have, you know, brownies that are at checkout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no way those are fresh.
Yeah. So but that shows you just how good brownies are. Like, they can be prepackaged out for days. And it's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm on board. Let's see. Drew Megas says, my favorite brownie are ones with chopped roasted walnuts.
Now, careful. They're allowed to have their own opinion. That's not a wrong
What are you
choice.
suggesting? Or what do you think?
That
I'm
you're gonna be
thinking
like, they're
something?
overrated. Whoever likes them are terrible.
I don't think the person's terrible. If that makes you feel any better. It's just walnut nuts
That's
don't
their
belong
opinion.
in.
Nope.
Nuts
Nope.
don't
They
belong in.
belong
They can't
in
say
there.
it. That's not
They
the way
belong
it
in
is.
there if they like them. It's not a belong in there. That's a I don't prefer those. Use your correct verbiage. Use your right words.
I know that that's what you're saying, and that's accurate. But no, I can't do it, Drew Mega. No, boo, boo. Bad Hefty. I felt so bad. We have a friend, newer friend, and they were so kind. They brought over banana bread for us, and I was like, oh yeah, I love banana bread. Thank you so much. You know, the only kind of banana bread I typically say no to is the kind that has chopped nuts in it. And I said that as the words are leaving my mouth. I'm like, oh no, what if this banana bread has chopped nuts in it? And sure enough, it did. And I was like, but you know, I'll try everything. I was like, oh, I'm such an a-hole, and I feel awful now. Because I will try it. It's just I've never found a baked good where I was like, this is better because it has nuts in it. And that is my opinion. I agree. I'm not saying they're wrong, except for nuts don't belong in baked goods. Other than that, though. Like, for example, Drew Mega said, first and foremost, thank you, Sean Lamau. But I will say pineapples do not belong on pizza, so...
Helping or hurting, Drew?
Everyone has their something, Sean. Well, that was a big A kicking right off the rip.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
Rocket League stupid.
Good thing we're not playing this in the final hour crew. It's going to be all, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. Which, by the way, that is what we're doing the entire final hour crew until we reach 1K If you have hefty scores less than 100 points on your bingo card, you can mark that down already, right off the rip. 84 points. Sean.
Yeah.
I felt like honoring Shannon Sharp, and that's why I scored 84 points today.
Makes sense.
It is 6:24 West Coast time. It's 9:24 out east, 2:24 for those watching GMS in the UK. Lucas Maiko says, my favorite brownies are cinnamon buns.
I do like cinnamon buns.
Yeah.
Those are brownies, though.
I mean, did they make a cinnamon bun brownie?
Challenge accepted.
I mean, that would be pretty good. I feel like we have a list of the day coming up, like, already.
Top 10 ways cinnamon rolls could be brownies.
Yeah, could you imagine almost like a cinnamon buns, like cake, and then you cut it into squares? That'd be cake, but still.
I'm on board. I love cinnamon.
Yeah. It's a good idea, Mike. I'm on board. Yeah, Drew Mega says, yeah, I'm not helping my case at all. No, you're not. No. But thank you for doing that. Mike is dressed in a Donovan McNabb jersey. In a little bit, we'll introduce you to our show's biggest Eagles fan. That's coming up in just a little bit. Also, a story of a coyote that runs through a Washington State hospital. Good morning and nice chat.
Nice chat.
To Digital Doc Games. It's good to see you, Digital Doc MD, saying good morning, GMS. Good morning to you as well, Digital Doc. Let's get into more of these topics in just a bit. We'll also tell you more about the days of the day, specifically our topic of the day, which is the National Cream Cheese Brownie Day, and exactly what a cream cheese brownie is. So that's coming up on this morning radio show that plays games. Do exclamation point bingo to get your bingo card for the day, and do exclamation point raffle to enter in for a chance to win a $10 digital gift card. Right now it's time for the video game headlines you need to know. As always, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Friday, February 10th, 2023, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. You know what's been out for a long time? Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 came out the year I graduated with my undergrad in 2007. But you know what's getting its first major update in a while? Also Team Fortress 2. 16 years after release, Team Fortress 2 is getting an update. Team Fortress 2 is definitely still available and definitely still being played. Although it's been just kind of there for quite a while, but not any longer. Now there's a new update. This was announced in an update blog called Attention Steam Workshop Creators. It says not only will the game be getting a full-on size update later this year with items, maps, taunts, unusual events, war paints, and who knows what else, but that the update will also include some contributions from the game's community as well. In the full, I'm not gonna read this. It's real long. It's real long. In part of the text itself, they say, quote, Steam Workshop creators, can we have your attention, please? The following message is so urgent, so time-sensitive, we made the executive decision to skip TikTok and Twitter entirely and break the glass on the most bleeding-edge communication technology available. Welcome to a blog post. Thanks. Wow. It's really good writing. Yeah, so they're asking for the community to submit works for Team Fortress 2, so they can include some community-made items into the update. So if you're someone who likes to make modded items and cosmetic items for games, and you still play Team Fortress 2 for some reason, you can submit those to the Steam Workshop, and they might be included in the upcoming Team Fortress 2 update.
All right, so what is Team Fortress 2? I need to know.
It's like a team-based multiplayer game. It's very cartoony and silly, but it started as a Half-Life mod game. There's classes you could play as, like the spy, the scout, or the heavy, or the medic. It's fun,
Okay.
and it's old.
Are you going to play it again?
No, but man, I loved Team Fortress 2.
I feel like you're saying no because it's like a gateway. It's like I don't want to go back down that road.
It kind of feels that way. When I graduated from USC, and then I took 2 years, I was taking pre-med classes in Eugene at U of O. I didn't play a lot of video games because I was taking basically all of the pre-med classes in the span of 2 years. So it included a lot of difficult classes and just a lot of classes where it's like, well, these grades all need to be really good because that's your GPA. You have a separate GPA based on just these classes. So if I can get that GPA really high, that's going to be really good for getting into med school. So I was really focused on school. So I didn't play a lot of video games. The one video game I played from time to time was Team Fortress 2.
Got you through some stuff.
Yeah. Not gonna play it. Nope. Instead, what I am gonna play, actual segue,
Jeez.
is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is coming out in May of this year for the Nintendo Switch. And we've been learning a little bit more about this as it gets closer. We just talked about the Nintendo Direct that was earlier this week, where we got some more looks at Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And now we know what its file size is. And the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has the largest file size of any first-party Nintendo Switch game thus far. This is from Ryan Dinsdale of IGN. This has been spotted on the Nintendo eShop now that it's available for pre-order, and the base file size of Tears of the Kingdom is 18.2 gigabytes. Still a small number if you compare it to other PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series games, which can often be upwards of 100 gigabytes. This definitely puts it at in the top tier of first-party Switch games at 18.2 gigabytes.
Yeah, I mean, I get enough like Switch cartridges for the kids because we use them, through GameFly, and they show up, and the first thing they have to do is like update every single part of the game right away. It's like, oh, this always takes a good amount of time. I can't imagine if the Switch had to actually download 300 and some gigabytes like a Call of Duty PlayStation update. That would be intense.
That'd be brutal. Yeah, so those who play digital only games, make sure you have a good 20 gigs to spare on your Switch when Tears of the Kingdom comes out, just in case. I think I'm gonna buy this. I think I'm gonna buy a physical copy of this game because I have Breath of the Wild digitally, and that anytime the kids want to download something onto my Switch and there's not room, that's always the first one that got taken off because it opened up a lot of space, and then having to re-download. I think that one was in the 14 to 15 range. It was just frustrating. So I'm just buy the physical copy this time. I mean, it's $70 either way. I might as well get a little discount on it.
And you got to have like the little card in the back of the Switch to even get close to that, right? Like the internal memory would be eaten up, I imagine, by. Well, that's still probably there's probably still enough room, but that's quite a bit. It's going to be a high percentage.
Yeah. High percentage for sure. And yeah, having an expansion card in there is definitely handy, but. Yeah, we'll see. Excited for this game. May 12th. We're all going to play it. We'll talk a lot about it, I'm sure. In our last news story, we talked a lot about the free games on PlayStation Plus and Game Pass. But something else that happens every week that we usually don't talk about, and for reasons I'd like to not bring attention to, we're going to talk about it this week. Namely, there's not much else to talk about. That's the free Epic Game Store games. They have a free game every week. And for this week, we learned from ONS Good of Polygon that Epic Games Store free game is Recipe for Disaster. It's a management sim that puts players in the fast-paced life of restaurant ownership. It's free to download, play, and keep from the Epic Game Store beginning February 2nd?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Did we go back in time?
Why did it take them an entire week? I think this is from a template, and they forgot to change February 2nd to February 9th, because later it's different. All right, so available from February 9th for the next week. You can play or download Recipe for Disaster. Claim it now on the Epic Games Store. Oh, that's fun.
That was worth it.
Yeah, pretty good. 9th through the 16th, Recipe for Disaster. This February 2nd to the 9th. Too late now. Sorry, it was Dishonored. Death of the Outsider. Oh, that's funny. I bet they also spent tens of minutes prepping that.
10 of minutes. I mean, for sure.
And always last but not least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the World Around segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Legion of Doom out on Switch and Paint out on Switch.
Sorry, what?
Paint.
Paint. Ba boom paint. Doo-ba-da-ba-doo paint.
I don't want to call it N Paint. That's boring. So it's Paint. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within segment, today's name of the morning goes to Go Pogo Girl out on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and Switch.
Go Pogo Girl. Go Power Girl. I said Power Girl there. That's not the same
Yeah,
thing.
did. So each of the goes have their own exclamation point.
Oh,
So they're all separate sentences.
go Pogo Girl.
And then Pogo Girl doesn't have an exclamation point.
All right, well, there you go. Congratulations to Go Pogo Girl. It is our name of the morning and thus becomes eligible for name of the month consideration. What will it be for the month of February? We'll let you know at the end of the month of February. That's why you have to wait. Can't name a name of the month until the month is thus completed. Good news. We'll make you wait the least amount of time in February.
It's true.
But that was our decision, not yours.
Yeah, we contacted Gregorian calendar people.
The Gregorian Name of the Month Committee. Name of the Month Council. That sounds a little more like weighted.
Yeah.
Find out more, and if you're a Patreon subscriber, you have a chance to win it right away. If you entered the January Name of the Month giveaway in our Patreon-only Discord, we are giving away Clunky Hero, which we played for the first time yesterday. We'll get a winner announced to you as soon as we possibly can, or when fulfillment gets around to it, because, sometimes that takes a while. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Clunky Hero.
I enjoyed the
game.
first part yesterday.
Yeah,
So,
it's good.
all right. That is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. Thank you, Sean.
Anytime.
If you missed it, we'll have it on our Instagram later on today. Also, you can search hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News on Instagram and find a lot of those headlines right away. Furthermore, we'll have a re-news segment coming up in the 8 o'clock hour this morning. Thank you to everyone who's done exclamation point raffle to earn a chance to win a $10 digital gift card. Like Mike, exclamation point 10 extra tickets. Damn it, I forgot the extra tickets command. What was I thinking? We'll give away that coming up right before the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. Good morning to Mel B on YouTube. It's good to see you.
Nice chat!
Says, got Inbox Day celebrated. I didn't have Inbox Day on my list. I love how Mel B always finds extra days of the day that I might have overlooked. So happy Inbox Day to all y'all. I like how you had to talk yourself out of playing Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, it was such a fun game. It's just, part of it's, like if I start, it's gonna be hard to stop. But part of it's also I've been out of it so long. Like, I bet the meta's changed, and the maps are all either changed or I don't remember them because that was like 12 years ago that I played. Yeah,
Sounds like
it'd be tough.
Sounds like I can't go back, man. Can't go back. It's like Jack and the Island of Lost. Kate, we have to go back.
Yeah, if I was gonna get into a game like that, I'd rather pick up Valorant.
You should consider just getting a divorce. You'll have so much more free time then.
I just have to quit my job but still get paid somehow.
It's called a settlement.
Have you ever
877 cash meow.
have you ever robbed a bank?
Can't say that I have.
All right.
And if we're going to discuss those plans, maybe we should take that one off air. Here, I got an idea.
Hey, don't bring up the heist on the air. We don't want anyone to hear that was a plan of ours.
Oh yeah. You still have the location of all those very expensive jewels.
Yes, I did. I got them from IMJF Downs, who I'm certainly not going to implicate. That would be ridiculous.
No, we don't. We don't want to let the authorities know about JF Downs' elaborate diagrams for stealing the jewels.
All right, 6:40 on this morning radio show that plays games. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning and nice chat.
Nice chat.
To Scott Chick, it is good to see you.
Didn't 10 dogs live under Scott Chick's bed?
All right, let's go ahead and see what we're tracking.
You can news if you wanna.
At this hour on this morning radio show that plays games, we'll get to more of your comments. And if you want to do exclamation point bingo, you can. We will go ahead and see if we can get some bingos during our testing of the bingo game over the month of February. All right, first story comes your way courtesy of UPI. Ben Hooper has one. This is an animal running through a space-type story. This one happens to be the space of the Washington State Hospital, says Ben Hooper. Apparently this happened in Washington State, like I said, at the state hospital, and the coyote has been rescued, writes Ben Hooper. It had shattered through a glass panel in an attempt to escape the building. The Center Valley Animal Rescue said in a Facebook post that personnel responded alongside Jefferson County Animal Control and the Port Townsend Police Department when a coyote was reported inside the Jefferson Healthcare Medical Center. The coyote had entered through an automatic door, ran through the hospital's express clinic and a hallway before shattering a glass panel in an attempt to escape. Rescuers found the coyote hiding in a corner of the hospital's outdoor courtyard and safely captured the animal. Authorities said there were no injuries to humans during the coyote's visit, but the canine did sustain injuries, including lacerations to its snout from breaking through the glass. Quote, after a thorough exam and a few stitches, the coyote appears to be in good health and is currently recovering in our wildlife enclosure. After the coyote recovers, she will be released back to the wild.
Hope the pup's okay.
This is one of the most, basic animal ran through a thing stories I think we've ever shared at this hour.
Yeah.
There was very few hijinks other than, the glass panel, which shows you how strong anything can be, right? When it's in duress. You can run through a wall, literally. I bet that Coyote's football coach is very proud of it. I want you to go out there and run through a wall for me. I did it, coach. I got lacerations on my nose. How do you think I feel?
I did it.
Oh, crap. Bear, where are you? Bear, Eagles, woo! That rhymed. It was short, but it rhymed. Sorry, Bear. Felt horrible. An Eagle Mathemateagle was ready to go from the rip, so... Oof.
So ready.
I'm sorry I was so late on that. My fault. Go Birds. 4. Bob's excited too. I think Bob just made his guess of how much the Eagles will win by this weekend.
Nice shot.
Maiko says, I love that hat. And Downs goes, Go Birds! I gotta change my celebration.
Is this gonna be the last show with all the Eagles stuff? Or do we keep it Monday when the Birds win?
Well, I'm sure when the Birds win, there better be fireworks behind Bear. I know that might be bad for your neighborhood, but the Eagles have to win the Super Bowl, once every 5 years at this rate, so you might as well say, hey, listen, we bring the fireworks company in just for that purpose. So
yeah. I think everyone will be okay with it.
Do you have a homeowners association?
Nope.
Oh yeah, then you're good.
We're good. I'll have Bear go around door to door and let people know what's going on. Once they see a bear at the front door, they'll be perfectly fine with the fireworks.
There's a bear at the door. Is that the fireworks bear? Yeah. Wait, so is Bear like anti-smoky?
Yeah, kind of.
Only you can start forest fires. We're not saying we're going to start a forest fire with the fireworks. I'm just saying that is always an inherent risk when you do decide to, you know, put explosives into the world. You know, I'm just as surprised as you that you started your whole house on fire because you threw explosives into your attic trying to get rid of rodents, but here we are.
That guy's so good.
Instagram reel that I love so much. When the Eagles win, Bear will be hungover. Oh, that's true. Maybe Bear won't even be on the show on Monday because Bear will be in recovery.
Yeah, that's true. Recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Protocol. Look at Mike O says the Chiefs are going to win. The head official calling the game, the Eagles are 6-8 and the Chiefs are 16-7. But listen, what was the head official when Tom Brady and the Patriots last faced the Eagles in the Super Bowl? And the Eagles overcame all odds to be the only team that beat the Patriots in Tom Brady's last 3 Super Bowls with.
Oh, I missed. I forgot lefts are right and rights are lefts when you're backwards.
This was a hefty goof-esque play right here.
Yeah, it was.
I really want to give you what a save.
I'll vote to forfeit if you do.
Our teammate would be so upset. We have to be like, listen, it makes sense. Just go with it. You know what Doc Gaming's been through with playing with me. Lucas Michael's referring to the NFL script. Yeah, the script has been a big topic of conversation. A lot of people upset after that AFC Championship.
Ooh, almost snuck it in there.
I'm excited, though. I love Super Bowl Sunday. I was thinking about that today, too. Even just trying to make plans. I was going to try to host a Apex Legends open lobbies for members of the GMS audience on Sunday morning. And then I looked at the calendar. I was like, nope, that's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to be so into pregame already at 6 a.m. that... Oh, I'm sorry, teammate. I tried to get out of the way.
Sorry. It's almost... You almost set up a new shot.
Oh, my gosh. They used me to save it. Nice try. You couldn't get there. That was such a bad angle.
Nope. I wasn't expecting it to fall straight down. I knew it was too high there, but had I known I was going to go straight down, I would have just sat in the goal. Didn't work out.
So our question of the day has to do with brownies. I'm curious, does anyone have any Super Bowl, maybe this could have been our topic of the day going into every Super Bowl weekend, but what's your like go-to, if you're not someone who goes to a Super Bowl party, which I acknowledge that not everybody's into going to the parties, because even if you go to a party, you know, a lot of people go to the parties even though they're not interested in the game. But I imagine a lot of people do go or, you know, enjoy the game in some capacity. So what is your kind of go-to Super Bowl food? And if, of course, you don't go to the game, like maybe more of like whenever you're invited to a get-together and you're asked to bring some semblance of food, you know, what is that thing? Because maybe brownies is something that you could bring to a Super Bowl party this weekend. There's the quick make Costco Ghirardelli brownies. I mean, they come in these gigantic pouches. They're like, you know, pre-made cake. Wow, what a save, Sean. Arrgh. Nice save, teammate. But they make like a bajillion brownies. But they are so good. So good. So I would say that's my favorite, like, quick brownie. Other than Hefty Wife makes a version of that is just as good.
Wow.
So, good morning to Dial-A-Run. It's good to see you. Thank you for entering the raffle. We'll give that away coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Coming up, we're going to have birthdays this day in gaming history. So stick around for that on this morning radio show that plays games. It's National Cream Cheese Brownie Days. We're asking, what is your favorite type of brownie? Certainly interested. Look, it's Mike O said, I told Megan I was busy from 12 to 12, and she asked if I was on drugs. I mean, I guess you can probably vouch for Mike. As far as we know. Not be the case, but...
I've never seen it happen.
I mean, listen, that was my favorite part of making the last 2 Super Bowls Denver was in, just because the 2 weeks between the Super Bowl. So when I was younger, I hated it. In fact, the Broncos, I think first Super Bowl that they won against the Packers, they didn't have the 2 weeks between. They had gone through this very brief time where there was only 1 week between the Super Bowl and the championship games, and it was a switch in kind of the middle of the NFL's history. It wasn't something that they started with. They just kind of, I think, decided to switch it for some reason. And I could look up the reason for that and figure it out. And they've since gone back to the 2 weeks. And I remember writing when we made Super Bowl 48 that I was like, I'm happy that there's no longer there's no longer just 1 week, it's 2 weeks. So you just get so much time to like bask in the moment. So, and even though, again, Denver's the greatest team in losing Super Bowls of all time. I mean, when we lose better than any team could possibly lose. It's still worth it. Absolutely. So, good morning. MVP for Sean. So if you had MVP for Sports.Gaming on your bingo card, you can go ahead and check mark that off. You can go ! Bingo to get in the game. Mike had asked if I could switch to the UK hat. I don't have my UK hat here, or else I would consider. Bear Poem did rhyme today. We're going to get some birthdays, so there's some opportunities there. Sean did not have to do ! Winner because there was a name of the morning, but there was a GMS Morning Gaming News segue that was solid, so you can mark that off your bingo card as well.
And wearing red for the second time in a row.
Oh, yeah. Coming up in sports, we'll let you know if the Flames won. So get ready for that. That's on the way. It's 6:52 West Coast time. It's 9:52 out east. It's 2:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Let's talk more about brownies next hour. We'll have list of the day as well. But right now it's time for birthdays to stay in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know. Because Sean, Bear, Eagle, DeMath, Mateagle, and I want to celebrate with you. Today's celebrity birthdays.
Left-handed point today.
Wow, switching it up.
Didn't see that one coming.
No. Is that going to be a bingo card thing?
No, that was too hard going over the microphone.
Today, Roberta Flack, the singer, turns 86. 86 for Roberta Flack.
Roberta was the first artist to win a Grammy for Record of the Year 2 years in a row.
Say that one more time.
She was the first artist to win a Grammy for Record of the Year 2 years in a row.
That's actually a really cool distinction, and in fact, a fun fact.
Yeah, I like it.
It also mercifully does not make us play the stupid game. So,
why not?
Because it doesn't say just how many Grammys they've won. So,
but how many did they?
Nobody cares. Hopefully.
Is it 4? I think it's 4.
Let's see.
14 nominations. Wow.
Oh, you actually looked it up.
Yeah.
4 on 14. That's a pretty good winning percentage.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Especially in awards land. Today, actress Laura Dern turns 56.
Laura's mother is actress Diana Ladd. Or Diane Ladd. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't have any sunglasses, or I could do my Laura Dern impression, which is when she stands up in the Jeep and sees the dinosaurs for the first time, but I don't have any sunglasses.
I don't have any idea.
I'll be prepared next February 10th. Actress Elizabeth Banks turns 49.
Her early TV show appearances include episodes of Third Watch and All My Children.
Decent fun fact. Elizabeth Banks had probably a very solid 2010s run. Like, was in a lot of good stuff. Hunger Games, hosted Pressure Luck on ABC. So, Wasn't Elizabeth Banks in one of the was one of the commentators in Pitch Perfect too?
Oh, I think so.
In Pitch Perfect, Pitch Perfect
Also?
2, Pitch Perfect 3.
I think you're right.
Actress Stephanie Beatriz turns 42.
Stephanie once directed an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Voiced the main character in Encanto. Very talented. Yeah. And I haven't seen it. Gosh, it was a Netflix musical, Into the Heights or In the Heights or something like that.
In the Heights, yeah.
And was pretty good in that too, I heard.
Yeah, that's another Lin-Manuel Miranda.
And you've seen it?
Musical. Yeah.
Okay. So
it was a stage musical turned into a movie.
Sports.gaming recommended though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, some really good music in there.
Today, Emma Roberts turns 32.
Emma had a small role in her Aunt Julia's movie, America's Sweethearts. They really snuck in her aunt is Julia Roberts in there without
But I
actually
didn't
saying.
know that. Did you know that?
That's a double fun fact. They did a good job.
Okay, because
I didn't know that.
Emma Roberts wasn't. Oh nope, it was Lily Collins. That was the person the other day that we probably me learned was Phil Collins' daughter.
Mm-hmm. No, that was me for both of us too.
Emma Roberts. I had no clue. Did you know that Julia Roberts was her aunt?
Nope.
Wow. See, this is all worth doing for these moments in time. Actress Chloe Grace Moretz turns 26 today.
Chloe starred in the 2013 remake of Carrie.
You know, you're not going to believe this, but I didn't see that remake.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you know, as much of a fan as I am of horror movies, I didn't watch Carrie.
Weird.
Carrie is a horror movie, right? Or is it more of a thriller? I don't know what Stephen King goes. Like, here, let me ask you this. Is it a horror movie?
Yeah? Yeah. I think you could consider Carrie a horror film.
All right, chat. Trust you to give me some insight on this. Like, Pet Sematary, is that a horror movie?
I don't know. Never saw it.
Today, actress Yara Shahidi turns 23.
Yara is originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, I've been to Minneapolis before.
Me too.
I've also been to St. Paul.
Me too.
Yeah, stopped by both
Weird.
of them. Was in Blackish, Grownish, Imagine That, Smallfoot. The Sun is also a star. And you might remember Time included her in the 30 most influential teens of 2016.
Oh, well, of course.
That was 7 years ago. I can math good. Man, no drummer birthdays. We're on a cold streak again.
Yeah, it's been a rough week for drummer birthdays.
That sounds like Kermit. Mark Spitz, U.S. Olympian, has a birthday today, 73.
Singer Jimmy Merchant of Frankie Lemon, spelled with a Y, and the Teenagers, is 81. Frankie Lemon and the Teenagers.
So, do they rotate out, like, the teenagers, so once they hit 20, you're out of the band?
You hit 20, you're gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't see any birthdays mentioned in chat. Kisogo is here, so is Emo Kid Mark. And Elon, thank you for entering the raffle. You can do exclamation point raffle. Kisogo says The Force Awakens was a horror movie. Isn't that a Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Is it because I don't understand the pun there that I don't get it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Kisogo, I'm not hitting that one. But it's good to see you. Let's do this day in gaming history. We do have one from before 1995, so Sean gets a chance to play Lawsuit and Lawsuit. You get two chances, actually. I was incorrect. We have two from before 95. Let's start with 1988, Sean. 1988.
They wouldn't file a lawsuit on a Friday. Not a lawsuit.
Wrong place to didgeridoo your answers locked in. We really got to get you a tutorial on how calendars work. 1988 in Japan, Enix releases the Dragon Quest III video game for the Famicom.
Correct.
You're right. Definitely didn't.
See, because it's a Friday.
What about 1994, Sean? 94.
I've had a pretty good streak of not lawsuits. Do I make it one more? Not a lawsuit.
1994, Nintendo announces it will not release a CD-based video game system, but will continue to use cartridges for its next generation system.
Correct.
Nice.
Congratulations, you were 2 for 2 today.
Feels good. Feels really good.
We are actively tracking your streaks, of course, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I got that written down. I got it written down right here.
Your winning percentage is far better than Roberta Flack's winning percentage for Grammy. 1997, speaking of that next-gen system, Nintendo released Mario Kart 64 this day for Nintendo 64. Mario Kart 64 is now like 26 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was your math is. Have you been hanging out with Eagle the Mathematical?
I'm getting tutoring on the side.
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Soon I'll
Such
be
a good game.
hefty, the Mathmatefty. Sounds like a bad Miss Muffet or something like that. I like that one. 2009, Xseed Games releases the Retro Games Challenge for Nintendo DS that same year, Sean. 2009, Sega releases the House of the Dead Overkill for Nintendo Wii.
Nice.
I didn't think like Nintendo Wii got any of like the zombie games or something, or is that just me like living in old Nintendo land?
A lot of things got ported to the Wii.
Okay. The Wii was the moment where Nintendo's like, yeah, we don't care anymore. Just go ahead and throw them out there.
Just get it on there. A lot of the ports were bad. I don't know. I don't even know if this was a port or just for the Wii. I don't know, but a lot of the ports were real bad on the Wii.
The Riesling was better instead of the port. It's a wine joke. Hey, that's our first hour. Thank you for being here. We are planning to come back for another hour, believe it or not. We're not going to end on that note. Yeah, that's true. If we make it. Coming up next hour, listen today is top 10 tips for baking perfect brownies. So we'll give you that coming up next hour. If you haven't already, but saw many of you just did, exclamation point raffle. You can enter into a $10 gift card raffle. It's for your video game digital store of choice, whether we're going to be giving that to you on Steam or in the Nintendo eShop, etc. You can spread the word, let people know on social media if they want to join us. We'll be giving that away around 8:35 this morning, 8:35 a.m. Pacific time. So that's coming up in about 2 hours from now. We're also going to play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, the entire final hour crew until we reach 1,000 balloons. We have 935. So based on my hefty, the Mathmatefty knowledge, that's 65 balloons we need today, Sean.
65. It's quite a bit. We've been slow rolling all week.
So yesterday we decided to jump into the fray and play the game, even though we didn't have some of our best Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth audience members in attendance. And it got a little dicey there for a second. A little dicey. So concerning.
We made it though.
We did. We'll also have sports. Happy Super Bowl Eve, Sean.
Happy Super Bowl Eve.
All right, go Eagles, go Birds. Speedy Maths, good morning to Superphonic. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate that. Austin Attack 12 is here. It's good to see you, Austin Attack.
Nice chat.
I'm eager to find out who Austin Attack 12 is rooting for in the Super Bowl. Gotta think the Eagles.
Bird.
Just one bird. As everyone else says go Birds, Austin Attack 12 will be like, go Bird. So, all right, we'll come back with more. Thank you for being here. We truly appreciate it. That is Sports Talk Gaming, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. More Gaming Morning Show on the other side of the break on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. option.
Yeah, if it's an option, I'm picking it.
It's probably gonna be Alabama.
Yeah, let's be real. It's always freaking Alabama.
But Georgia was the best team all year long.
Doesn't matter.
That's not named Alabama.
I know. Anyway,
Alabama.
watch the game. It's
No.
coming up tonight. Probably 5. I don't even know what time the game is.
It's between now and Thursday. So watch it in between there sometime.
Just watch the SEC championship game. It'll be basically the same thing. Just watch a replay.
Alexa, what time is the national championship game? Can somebody tell me? Did it answer? Anyone? Great. Yep.
It's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Also, my Alexa sounds like my grandma.
Yeah.
Coming up tonight. Probably 5. I don't even know what time the game is.
It's between now and Thursday. So watch it in between there sometime.
Just watch the SEC championship game. It'll be basically the same thing. Just watch a replay.
Alexa, what time is the national championship game? Can somebody tell me? Did it answer? Anyone? Great. Yep.
It's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Also, my Alexa sounds like my grandma.
Yeah.
Would you like some fresh baked cookies? Sure.
I would like that.
I've got these butterscotch in my pockets. I don't know how long they've been there. Would you like one?
It's a Werther's original. No, really, like, Werther gave them to me. They've been around that long.
There's a guy named Werther. No idea.
Yeah, you might want to get like a security camera or something. Downs.
Yeah. Or a dog. Or literally anything. Or a bear.
A bear?
Does Bear have like a cousin in England that can come help?
I didn't know
Probably.
Bear was part of your security plan.
I mean,
Obviously, you see him.
why else would you have a bear right outside your house?
True.
Downs, I think you just figured out what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to like break into people's houses and set up like their electronics and like clean, make them a nice meal.
Break in the night that daylight savings change happens and change all their clocks for them.
But you're in there every year, especially Alabama. So whatever happens, I'm fine with. Gabe, it was so much fun. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Gabe celebrated a streamiversary this last weekend. So congratulations, 1 year, I do believe. And you can follow Gabe Pride on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gabe Pride. Really enjoy being able to hang out with Gabe whenever I can. It's a good time. A lot of Nintendo classics often, which is exciting. So yeah, please give Gabe Pride a follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/Gabe Pride. All right, let's do sports. Yesterday, we opened up the show talking about this. Last night's NFL game, the regular season finale was nuts. Just absolutely wacky. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. So last night, I'm on a 3-movie streak. 3-movie streak. Watched Matrix, whatever it's called, Resuscitations. It's not what it's called, but that's what it should be. One of the best Disney characters of all time. There's that. But there's other things, like having to watch certain cartoons, like Paw Patrol, over and over again. Like, I did not like Paw Patrol. Marshall's one of the worst cartoon characters of all time. Like, it just was not a fun experience. Perry Grip, it could be worse. You know, we used to have to listen to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on loop for 20, 30 minutes at a time. And it wasn't awful. Like, it wasn't an awful rendition of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it was still Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So point being is when we found the Perry Grip stuff, pretty much everything on that playlist was enjoyable. I mean, Sports Talk Gaming and I agree, like, Lazy Harp Seal. That's a story right there. Reggie the Christmas Hamster changes your life, man. Changes your life. Hey, it's Brendan _
Someone rescue me. It's
Take Gaming Morning Show with you on Twitter Spaces. Find us at Watch GMS on Twitter and listen while scrolling your feed. Or try audio only on Twitch.
Too much, I'm bursting at the seams.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day, and Sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. And become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 2. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Friday, February 10th, 2023. So thankful that you're along with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningshow.tv. ! Raffle if you would like to enter our raffle. If you are on YouTube, Facebook Gaming, also please do ! Raffle because I'm interested to make sure that it works through Streamlabs. It's supposed to, but I'm curious if it will. Also, big thanks to everybody who's doing ! Bingo as we test some bingo cards for this particular month to see, hey, what can we do with those? You can get your bingo card right now. The GMS logo in the center is a free space, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the way. All of the squares are randomly picked for what you could possibly win. All right. It's good to see you. Sports Second Wash is his name. Oh,
Was his name?
what's his name? Oh. Wait, why did I go into Yankee Doodle?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. We cleared that up. We got into movies even during that break. Was reminded I was on a 3-movie streak in January of last year. Kasogo had called The Force Awakens a horror movie. But not because it was an actual horror movie. It was because Kasogo was legitimately horrified watching it. I haven't seen any of the spin-offs. Was that a spin-off or was that an actual chapter or episode?
Yeah, that was an actual episode.
We all knew that. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I should watch some of those new Star Wars movies, shouldn't I?
Yeah, okay. If you like Star Wars.
I mean, it can't be a worse movie than Ants.
Think about that. I mean, was it a worse movie than Ants?
No.
Yeah.
Nothing is.
Clinically acclaimed.
Maybe we'll add it to the watch party list. I mean, we can always get to those pretty soon. I mean, you're not doing anything else for the next 4 months other than, playing Team Fortress 2, right?
Team Fortress 2 and Valorant.
Wasn't it Valorant you were also afraid to do because it would absorb your life again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still afraid.
You have it downloaded on your computer, don't you?
No.
Okay. Just one button, Sean. Just push it.
I can do it.
Just push it.
It's too expensive.
Speaking of games that people like, coming up on Tuesday, it is GMS Tuesday nights. Excited to have a guest join us to play Season 16 of Apex Legends. We'll introduce you to them coming up on our show Monday and let you know a little bit about our guest coming up on Tuesday. 8 p.m. Pacific time is when we have GMS Tuesday nights. Just another piece of programming from this particular GMS group. I also will tell you on Tuesday morning on Gaming Morning Show, we are going to talk to a writer from the Utah Daily Chronicle. We're going to talk about the cozy game movement, have a conversation with Whit Fuller. So that's coming up on Tuesday's Gaming Morning Show at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. I know we have other guests booked for next week as well, so we'll continue to let you know about those on the way as well. Please take a look at Cute Avalanche on Sunday. We had Sam Proof on the show last week. Yeah, it was a week ago. It was 2 Mondays ago that we had Sam Proof on, and they're hosting the Super Bowl, and that's part of the way that they help fundraise for the fostering of kittens under 8 weeks old. This is one of the Twitch channels that you can find, Cute Avalanche, where they have webcams on all the kittens that are kind of sleeping around in the shelter. And if you would like to, and be so kind to, give a thumbs up and a comment on our YouTube video with Sam Proof, that would certainly be appreciated by both Sam and GMS. So I think that covers all of the bases, the agenda. Our topic of the day is brownies. I mean, anything else that I forgot?
No, I think you nailed it.
We do have our list of the day coming up in 10 minutes. It's going to be top 10 tips for baking perfect brownies. So if part of what's keeping you away from enjoying a delicious brownie on National Cream Cheese Brownie Day is the idea of baking them. Well, good news. We are going to help you solve that problem. As we do.
If you're gonna make brownies for a Super Bowl party this weekend, implement some of these tips. Maybe.
You usually would shy away from doing such a thing, but this way you have the opportunity to, because we're just going to solve all of your baking problems in one list of the day. In 10 minutes time, GMS promises to fix all of your baking woes.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like we need to have head of culinary arts Dungeon Master KJ here for this list.
It's true. Okay. Maybe KJ wrote this list. Probably not.
Maybe she did. I'm excited for this URL. If you have unique or wacky URL or list of the day website on your bingo cards, get ready.
It's a good one.
It's very good. Very good. All right, 7:16. Let's play some Rocket League. Final hour crew is going to be all about don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. If you could please start rounding up GMS audience members Quiet Hype Gaming, K-Laugh, and Itzcopia, that would be very appreciated. So start reaching out to all of them to make an appearance starting at 8:07 a.m. Pacific time today. We have just a smiley face as our opponent.
He's so happy.
The emojis. They're sentient. That ball just kind of got left hanging out in front of the goal, didn't it?
Yeah. It was just there. He kind of got hit, and then I swear I hit it, but it must have... I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah. It bounced off of our teammate on the way up, like narrowly, though, because I thought you even hit it again.
I thought I hit it again, but I couldn't have hit it and then bounced it off of him because I would have gotten the assist, and I did not get an assist. Nice work.
In that one fell swoop, I went over 100 points, basically. I had 75 for the epic save and then 20 for clearing the ball.
Yeah, doesn't take a lot.
Okay, so I know Austin's here, and when Austin plays Rocket League, Austin sometimes gets frustrated with the amount of points that Austin scores. Yeah, I don't know if frustrated. I mean, I'll let Austin speak for herself, but I think Austin sometimes gets frustrated with the amount of points scored. And it dawned on me after now tracking how many times I go over 100 points because of the bingo cards, I realized it's really hard not to get 100 points.
Yeah. Nice work.
Thank you for entering the raffle, ! Raffle, Kate Zaid. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, it's a $10 gift card to a digital video game type store of your choice, Steam, etc. Because our Patreon subscribers were kind enough to enter the amount of times that we had asked to then have this raffle today for the Clunky Hero Name of the Month giveaway, our January Name of the Month. We played that game for roughly 20 minutes, as we do in the Final Hour crew on Thursdays. And I kind of like how it makes fun of itself. It reminded me a little bit of Shrek.
Yeah, it's got the meta humor down pretty well so far.
It's like self-aware that it's a farce on like a classic, hero goes to rescue his kidnapped wife. And even like some video game tropes like non-playable characters and such too.
Mm-hmm.
Austin texted, "You're lucky this is a family show." Thank you for PG-13ing your feedback on Rocket League. Good morning to Groggy or Die and Mel B. It is great to see you both. Thank you for being here today.
Nice
A
chat.
$10 gift card, says Groggy or Die. Yes, you can win a $10 gift card. Which, for what it's worth, if you like the idea of Clunky Hero, I believe that game is only a $15 game. So if you don't end up winning the Name of the Month giveaway, or you don't want to wait for a Fulfillment Appreciation Name of the Month giveaway, where non-Patreon subscribers can also win a suite of Name of the Month games, then you can just basically go out and buy Clunky Hero for $5.
Indeed.
Good morning to It's Copia. Nice chat to you, Copia. Thank you for being here.
Nice chat!
And thank you for entering the raffle. We'll hopefully see you in about an hour from now for Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth Marathon. Oh no, I thought you would hit that. Or whoever that was. Now, what's Mr. Adams' name? It corrected to Link. Yeah, why Groggy did that censor your... Why does it think it's a name or a URL? That's weird.
Huh.
I did talk to Hefty Wife about that, I think, that night. Because I think that was Wednesday's show. So on Wednesday, I could not remember the name of the father, the dad of Wednesday Addams. Because we had Charles Addams. Was the apparently creator writer of the Addams Family. And it was, the Addams Family spelling is based on Charles Adams' name, A-D-D-A-M-S. And I think that's something neither you or I knew.
Right. Well, I remembered it. You didn't. You didn't remember the father's name.
Yeah, I know, but you...
Or the Charles Adams. Yeah,
I had no clue. The author was Charles... Like, I didn't realize it was based on... Maybe not a real person, but, somebody...
That's his memoir. That's not even fiction.
Maybe that's the case. Maybe the whole Addams Family was, in fact, based on Charles Adams' real life. Being some sort of, ever-living being. Who knows? But yeah, I couldn't remember Gomez Addams, and so I told Hefty Wife that, and I was like, do you remember the dad from Addams Family? And she's like, no, I have no clue. I was like, okay, good. So I couldn't have ran into the house and been like, please tell me their name. So, Grog Here High says, do you remember the father's name now? Yes, I do. It's Gaming Morning Show Addams. Damn it. Yeah. Awesome Attack says, PG-13ing my big ol'... Oh, I see. She doesn't want to say the F word.
Funk! Funk!
Awesome.
Funk!
Yes, exactly. Yes, absolutely. It's 7:23 West Coast time. It's 10:23 out east. It's 3:23 for those watching GMS in the UK. We're asking you about brownies today, because today is cream cheese brownies. So you can go to our Twitter feed, which is at WatchGMS. We posted a picture of what technically cream cheese brownies look like, but basically it's like chocolate brownie mixed in with some sort of cream cheese. I'm assuming just cream cheese. And they make almost like a swirl effect. I will admit, while I like chocolate brownies, like the chocolatiest chocolate of brownies, they look the most beautiful, these cream cheese swirly brownies.
I like a good swirl.
I just don't think I like them better than regular chocolate brownies. Definitely don't put nuts in the brownies, am I right? That was Drew Mega's proposal earlier. But I was very quick to not throw out my bias toward nuts and baked goods.
Hefty's very lenient on food matters and is really open to personal interpretation.
Yes. See, Melby says, I like nuts in my brownies. Brownies with nuts are the best, says Drew Mega. Okay, then what's your opinion? Do you like nuts and baked goods?
I'm fine with them, but I prefer them without.
Yeah, they're just better without. Full stop. Now, don't get me started on vanilla brownies with nuts.
Vanilla, a waste of calories.
It's even Bob's with me there. Groggy says, I know what type of brownies you like, Ryan. Those Denver Broncos brownies. I can't say I've ever had any Denver Broncos brownies. I know there are some fans of
brownies in Denver, but that is not my purview. So, oh crap! So you just messaged me, text-wise, and it just made me realize I never did post my pictures from yesterday's pizza day because I brought home pizza for you last night.
Yeah, you did.
So I'm posting those now. You can go ! Discord, or you can click this link right now, and we have a What You Eatin' channel. So the first picture I posted is a full pepperoni pizza from a place in Portland, Oregon called Ranch Pizza, which I've been looking forward to trying for a while. And then the other one is like a mushroom sausage one that apparently comes with some really spicy peppers. Does anyone know what a really hot pepper is? Gosh, what was it called? Here we go. It is called, drum roll please, a Calabrian chili. Calabrian or Calabrian chili, one of the two. Like, you know, Brian from California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whatever that pizza is, I put the chilies. I didn't even get the chilies. You have the option to put chilies on the side. I just didn't get them at all.
That makes sense.
My chili consultant Hofbrew said I had them, and I cried in the corner. So.
You know it's bad when the pepper's so hot you have to go cry in the corner specifically.
Yeah. Hofbrew was almost certain that I would just like die if I tried them. So, like spontaneously combust. Wow. Copia and Austin are fighting with one another. Copia is throwing a Snickers at Austin. Copia was going to ban Austin because Copia loves nutty brownies in the Copia household. Austin's team, no nuts and brownies. Okay. No, my money's on Austin. Copia, she's a tough out, so good luck. Good luck. Melby had a personal pan pizza to celebrate Pizza Day yesterday. Well, nice. Sean, you can celebrate it daily.
I did have some leftover pizza.
Okay.
So I at least partook a little bit.
Today's list of the day, as it's 7:28 West Coast time, 10:28 out east, 3:28 for those watching GMS in the UK. 10 tips for baking perfect brownies from Cake Me Home Tonight.
Such a good website.
It's a great website. Cake Me Home Tonight. Courtney wrote this list in January of this year, so just last month. CakeMeHomeTonight.com. And if you have List of the Day as a website that's wacky and unique, Ryan does say that it is in fact wacky and unique, so you can mark that off your bingo card. Also, no, you were not MVP last hour. Or last game.
No, I wasn't.
Our teammate was. So.
Our team.
10 tips for baking perfect brownies. So here we go. Tip number 1 from Courtney at Cake Me Home Tonight.
1.
This is use dark chocolate and or dark cocoa powder in your brownie batter. Sometimes it calls for melted chocolate or just some cocoa powder, but in this case, try to use both. The reason for doing that, of course, is it helps with the flavor of the chocolate, I guess. I don't know. It says, I want to be punched in the mouth with chocolate flavor.
Nice.
Apparently, never mind. That's the first tip. I'm going to go to you.
2.
Number 2, use room temperature eggs and melted butter in your brownies. Using room temperature eggs in your brownies is a great way to help with the emulsification of the batter. So pull those eggs out early, let them come up to room temperature before mixing them into the batter. Bringing them to similar temperatures will help with that process, making a more homogeneous batter. Similarly, melted butter is the way to go as opposed to unmelted butter. It gives it a better fudgy brownie texture.
I've heard this one before. Even though I don't bake, but I've heard this one before.
3.
Whip the eggs and sugar until light and fluffy, Sean. And when you do that, and they kind of become like a pale yellow in color, it's going to help because many brownie recipes do not include leavening agents. Leavening agents! Things like baking powder or baking soda. By doing that with an electric mixer or very large biceps helps create structure in the brownies without the use of leavening agents. Leavening agents, Sean.
A crepe is not a pancake. 4.
Number 4, add flavor enhancers to the brownie batter. These flavor enhancers are a great way to bump up the flavor and take your brownies to the next level. These are not replacing the chocolate flavor. These are enhancing the chocolate flavor. Espresso powder could be done. You could also make espresso brownies, but if you use a little bit of espresso powder, it brings out the bitter notes of the chocolate, which creates an even more chocolatey taste. You can also use vanilla extract in brownies. Adding a little bit of vanilla will bring out the chocolate flavor, enhance that chocolate flavor a little bit, or salt. Salt to sweet treats is actually very helpful because salt at a level that doesn't make it taste salty helps all the flavors blend together. Will also help with brownies.
To do this, you just grab your keyboard and you push on the enhance key really hard.
Zoom in.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Enhance. Also, bitter. You just said it. Bitter.
Bitter notes.
Name of
chocolate?
my band in high school.
5.
Don't overmix the brownie batter. Just don't. If you do that, bad things will happen. It ruins the beautiful structure. It also can create a tough, chewy texture. Now, for fudgy brownies, you mix until all the dry ingredients are incorporated. You may also give the bowl a quick scrape and stir to ensure everything has been fully combined. Another way to avoid overmixing, Sean, is to fold in the dry ingredients by hand with a spatula.
6.
Number 6, prepare your baking pans with cooking spray, or even better, parchment paper. You don't want your brownies to stick in the pan, so at the very least you should spray them with a cooking spray or oil them down with an oil or butter. But even better, if you take some parchment paper, line the cooking vessel. You can even cut it so that it lines the cooking vessel and gives you little handles that you can pull out the brownies when they're done and ready to cool.
7.
You should also position your rack in the middle. Pay close attention to the baking times in your recipe. If your rack is too low, then they might come out one way. If your rack is too high, it might come out a different way. Also remember the toothpick test. So to preserve the perfection of the brownies, try to insert the toothpick in one of the cracks, one of the beautiful cracks on the top of the brownies. If you don't have cracks, estimate where you'll be cutting the brownies so that the cut will overlap or the toothpick will be inserted. Yes, I know my OCD is showing, says the author.
8.
Number 8, sprinkle a little flaky salt. These are for people who have an affinity for salted desserts, like a salted caramel. Add a little sprinkle of flaky sea salt or kosher salt to the top right after it's done baking. And this will add a little bit of texture that perfectly contracts and complements the sweet fudgy brownies. Just a light sprinkle, and don't use regular table salt because the grains are too small and it'll make it way too salty.
Yeah, always better to use flaky salt as opposed to on-time salt.
9.
Cool the pan, but not too long. Allow them to cool for around 15 minutes, and you'll have a better brownie experience.
0.
And number 10, cut the brownies when cooled and clean your knife in between cuts. Don't cut them when they're hot. They'll be way too gooey still. Let them come to room temperature and then cut them.
That's a very important thing.
Yeah.
Time for room temperature takes.
Room temperature cuts.
Yep. Also clean the knife with your tongue between cuts. Gross. All right, there you go. 10 tips for baking perfect brownies from CakeMeHomeTonight.com. You'll be back, Final Hour crew?
Indeed.
All right, Sean will be back. I will take you the rest of the way for the second hour of this morning radio show that plays games. You can find us on Twitter at WatchGMS. I am Hefty Goof. Sports.gaming is where you'll find Sean, and then also on our Instagram at Gaming Morning Show. Next Tuesday night, it's GMS Tuesday nights. We'll have Apex Legends Season 16 on GMS Plus guests. We'll introduce you to our guests coming up on Monday's show, so very excited about that. And I hope all that's left now is hopefully Season 16 of Apex Legends launches without a hitch. Without a hitch, that's my hope. Let's see, other tips for baking brownies. Austin Attack 12 says, number 11, eat the brownie batter instead of cooking. Number 12, use a flax egg instead of eggs. Kopi says number 13, add nuts. Austin Attack then says number 14, throw it out. And then number 15, Kopi says, eat the trash can. Gaming Morning Show has many rules about things to ingest.
GMS does not condone eating chalk.
We also do not condone eating trash cans.
Well, maybe a little chalk is okay.
Austin Attack 12 says, who is the guest? Find out on Monday's Gaming Morning Show. We'll let you know. Also going to have Whit Fuller from the Utah Daily Chronicle join us on Tuesday during Gaming Morning Show to talk about the cozy games movement, cozy games, and some of the benefits of playing cozy games. That's coming up on Monday's edition of Gaming Morning Show. Down says Austin is the guest. Austin, please reserve your Tuesday because I'm going to try to play much of the day if I can. Not on stream or anything, but I would like to play. Valentine's Day, woohoo, so romantic. It is kind of tough that a new season of a video game is being released on Valentine's Day, but Hefty Wife and I are actually going to a brunch later today, so that will count as our Valentine's Day, even though Hefty Wife and I don't think have ever really done a Valentine's Day thing in the history of our relationship, so, but it'll be fun. I'm excited for brunch today. Here's some facts from nationaltoday.com regarding National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. It's, of course, today, February 10th. We at nationaltoday.com are going to show you how you can make this tasty treat even more special and have a delightful day. Did you know that the brownie recipe has been around for more than 200 years? That means that people have been savoring this heavenly delight before we were even born. National Cream Cheese Day is a holiday dedicated to this dessert that we all love. There are several stories on the origin of chocolate brownies. One of the stories is that in 1893, Bertha Palmer wanted something special baked for the ladies while they attended the Chicago World's Columbian Exposition. She asked the chef of Palmer House Hotel, which was owned by her husband, to make something similar to cake, but only smaller, and thus the Palmer House brownies were born. There you go. I've never had Palmer House brownies. I don't even know if the Palmer House Hotel still exists in Chicago. I've not spent much time in Chicago. I've gone to Wrigley Field and had like a 24-hour period in Chicago there, and then I've flown in and out of Chicago a good amount of times. But other than that, it's been a while. Invite you to join a Game of the Month club. It's new from Kim Chica. It's called Geeks and Grounds. It's a basically book club style thing where you have a different book club, you'd have a different book each month. In this case, you have a game that you then can go through and have some good conversation around. You can subscribe to the newsletter as well. It's geeksandgrounds.com from Kim Chica. You can also follow and is streaming on Twitch. All right, we're in pretty good shape. It's now 7:39. Time to see what we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show.
You can news if you wanna.
That plays games. And the first hour, we told you a story of a coyote that was captured pretty routinely at a Washington State medical facility. Now, what about a bear that escaped an enclosure at a St. Louis zoo? This is also a Ben Hooper of UPI story. Bear, as you can see, is still very much here, but we have no knowledge whether or not Bear was on the loose prior to coming back for today's show. So, Bear, if you've been out in St. Louis running around, please let us know. Blink twice if that was the case. This story from UPI reads, apparently a St. Louis, Missouri official confirmed that an Andean bear, A-N-D-E-A-N, Andean bear, escaped from its enclosure, was on the loose for about 90 minutes This person said that the South American animal named Ben escaped the enclosure in the River's Edge area of the zoo about 8 a.m. on Tuesday. This person said that Ben fled to a heavily wooded area, making it difficult for the zoo's team to get a clear shot with a tranquilizer gun. Ben was safely tranquilized and returned to his enclosure around 9:40 a.m. Zoo officials determined Ben escaped the enclosure by tampering with a steel mesh around the outdoor habitat, causing a cable to break and create a small opening. Ben was returned to the habitat before the zoo opened to the public at 10 a.m., but some preschool programs were canceled for the day, as students typically arrive around 8:30 a.m. There you go. Andean, am I saying that right? Is that as in the Andes Mountains? I'm guessing that that's the case. So, I don't think it was Bear Bear. Bear Bear's been pretty much sitting outside that window waiting for the Super Bowl to start. I'm hoping that Bear Bear gets a chance to watch the game, because hopefully Sean will leave the curtain open over the weekend, and then Bear Bear can, see the monitors that both Bear Bear and Eagle the Mathematician are looking at as we speak. It's a good-looking eagle. LaShawn McCoy riding it. There you go. That's what we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. It's now 7:42. Austin says, I don't hate playing Apex. And then says, what you cooking? Oh, Groggy said, I'm doing Din for V-Day. One benefit is playing cozy games and enjoying your life as opposed to hating it playing Apex. Apex is a great game. There's no reason to dislike playing Apex. Just don't have any hopes or aspirations, and you'll never hate any game. Like, for example, if you're trying to get to Diamond rank in Apex Legends, and it seems literally impossible, you no longer have to worry about it if you don't ever hope to actually get to Diamond. See? Any other problems you'd like me to solve? Just get rid of all hopes and aspirations, and you won't have to worry about it. There you go. Done and done. For example, I don't hope to be MVP in Rocket League, but I still enjoy playing it. But without having that pressure, I won't be disappointed. See? Very simple. Very simple. All right, what's your favorite kind of brownie? We had a very good and civil nuts versus no nuts in brownies debate just a second ago in chat, so that was a win. I can't tell who won the mod battle though between Austin Attack 12 and its Copia on Twitch. If we have a ruling, I don't know who was voted as arbitrator for that particular kerfluffle, but I'm definitely open to finding out. Good morning to Quiet I Am Gaming. Very glad you're here. That means that we have both Quiet and Copia, hopefully in attendance for our marathon of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, coming up in the final hour crew, which starts in about 15 minutes from now. We're going to play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth until we get 1,000 banked balloons. Our all-time record is currently in progress. It's in the 900s. We've never ever seen 1,000, and we have reason to believe that no one's ever played Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth this routinely to have a chance to make it to 1,000 banked balloons, but I could be wrong. I do remember when Kalaf, our head of research and development, first joined the show, would play the game on their own. And so I have no confirmation. I cannot confirm nor deny whether Kalaf has reached 1,000 banked balloons in that game. Down says, that's my life motto. Have no hopes or aspirations. Just live in the moment, Downs. And never have any of those moments hopefully come with any semblance of hope or aspiration. Good morning, Quiet I'm Gaming. Nice chat to you. Thank you for being here. We're asking you about brownies today. Do you love cream cheese brownies? That is the specific day of the day that we're talking about. Some of the other days of the day include news that's fit to print day. It is Children's Hospice Day. International Cribbage Day, which I believe is the card game. I believe. It's also International Winter Bike to Work Day, National Flannel Day, National Home Warranty Day, National Julio Day, National Lewis Day, National Umbrella. It's also Plimsoll Day, which I believe is also an umbrella, a term for an umbrella. Teddy Day, Valentismas, Welsh Language Music Day, and World Pulses Day, among the days of the day. Good morning to Jack. It is great to see you. Thank you for being here. Nice chat to you on a Friday.
Nice chat!
Food Moron, I too am not a fan of life goals. Can't fail if you don't try. Mel B says, Downs, that sounds sad. And also, good morning to Quiet I Am Gaming. Maiko says, I adore Cribbage. The wife and I play a bunch. You use a game board and try to get 15 with cards. Yeah, so I also do enjoy Cribbage. It was one of the games I played with my mom back when I was a kid quite a bit. 15-2, 15-4. And there ain't no more, I think was a common phrase when you'd have a bad Cribbage hand. And a run of 3, run of 4. I can't remember all the other ways to score. I think, there was knobs or something like that, where like a jack showed up and it was the same suit. Or you played like the lead card or something was one suit, and if you had the jack, the same suit. It was something along those lines. Yeah, Mike would clearly know more. Plimsoll is either a tennis show or a line on the boat to measure if it is sinking. I thought it was an umbrella. Oh, is that a parasol? Now I think I'm wrong. Uh-oh. I've literally never heard of cream cheese brownies, but I love both of those things, so I'd probably dig it, said Quiet. If you go to our Twitter account, at WatchGMS, we have the same topic that they posted, but there is a picture of these brownies. I will admit that as much as I don't like cream cheese and would prefer just like straight up chocolate brownies, they are the most beautiful of brownies. No, a Plimsoll is the line on ships telling them how far to fit it with cargo in types of weather. And this whole time, I was sitting here talking about how it's Umbrella Day in the first hour. And Parasol Day. That's what I was thinking. Well, oopsie. We got sports coming up next. Everyone in the UK has owned Plimsolls. It was like a mean trick that is played on you in school. And I meant tennis shoe. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, there's a takeaway that's pretty okay. Cribbage, my nana likes to put it in salad with a room temperature mayo. Oh, Jack. Dungeon Master KJ is also a fan of Cribbage. I wonder, chat, I mean, there's got to be an online version of Cribbage, right? Like Mike, KJ, you could play together. I have to imagine there's got to be some semblance, like even like an online version. For those who have hefty scores less than 100 in Rocket League, I scored less than 100 in Rocket League. So you can do exclamation point bingo to get your hour 2 bingo card. There's also suggestions at the bottom of our page, gamingmorningshow.tv/bingo, where you can go ahead and throw that, suggestions into there. So, Tabletop Simulator Cribbage. Let's go. This is Quiet I'm Gaming. There you go. If you want to check that out. I've never played with the Tabletop Simulator, but yeah. KJ, Mike, look at that. You have a connection. You can play some Cribbage together. Dungeon Master KJ, there was something that I had for you as culinary arts leader of this show, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe it had something to do with brownies. What's your favorite type of brownie? But there was something that we were going to ask you, and I can't remember what it was. That's why we need K-Laugh. Jack says, thanks, cheap keyboard, for that, saying, Mel B, isn't it just an umbrella? Apparently a parasol is an umbrella used to keep the sun off you, made in the 1600s because they would fit them too far and it wasn't safe. Interesting. Plimsoll, says Downs, are like slip-on cheap Converse shoes. Got it. All right. See, this is why we do this show. Days of the day. Helps you learn something. 7:50 West Coast time. It's 10:50 out east, and it is 3:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Doo-doo-doo. It's time for sports. Sports brought to you, as always, by King Gray. Yesterday was a day of trades in the NBA that we recapped for you. Headlines leading into this weekend's Super Bowl include the NFL honors that happened yesterday. It's kind of an award ceremony. And Super Bowl quarterback Patrick Mahomes was named MVP for the second time in his career. The Offensive Player of the Year was Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson, and the Defensive Player of the Year, 49ers defensive end Nick Bosa. The Giants' Brian Dable won Coach of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, wide receiver for the New York Jets Garrett Wilson. Also, Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner got Defensive Rookie of the Year. So, here you go. If you're looking for specifics of how good the Jets might be, you have both Rookies of the Year. Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith, Comeback Player of the Year, and the Walter Payton Man of the Year is Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. Lucas Michael says, NFL honors is garbage? Why do you say that? They had a good little celebration. Get together, an award show. I don't know if that's good or not. Big 12 expansion, eyeing an early exit so that Texas and Oklahoma get to the SEC sooner, and then the Big 12 can kind of figure out what it's going to do in terms of expansion. This happened yesterday. This according to Dennis Dodd of CBS Sports. An early exit for Texas, Oklahoma was agreed upon on Thursday night. Now the conference plans to aggressively pursue expansion in some form. The next thing is they're going to be negotiating a TV deal and resolving the Texas-Oklahoma situation. Those both have been achieved. Now the attention turns to adding more teams to the Big 12. This is a report. Austin Nivison says on CBSSports.com that according to an investigation by USA Today into nonprofits founded by Walter Payton Man of the Year winners, the Why Not You Foundation may not be making the most of its resources. This is Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson's charity. In 2020 and 2021, Wilson's charity reported spending a combined $600,000 on charitable endeavors. According to federal tax records, that comes out to about 24.3 cents on every dollar, and it pales in comparison to the $1.1 million that the Why Not You Foundation spent on employee salary and benefits. That is a far deeper story, but I got that sent to me because almost anything Broncos is sent to me by multiple people. So anyway, you can check that out. CBS Sports and all over the place. USA Today was the first to have that story. All right. I think that's pretty much all of the headlines. Scores yesterday. Your Calgary Flames, a 2-1 road loss to Detroit. Meanwhile, your Seattle Kraken had a 3-1 road loss to the New Jersey Devils. So look, it's Miko's hockey team gets a victory. Other NHL scores, Quiet Time Gaming's Tampa Bay Lightning, a 5-0 shutout home win over the defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche. Vancouver won at the Islanders 6-5. Vegas won at Minnesota 5-1. And in overtime, Philadelphia, a 2-1 shootout win over Edmonton. Florida beat San Jose 4-1. Phoenix lost at Atlanta in the NBA. Orlando defeated Denver at home. Brooklyn over Chicago. And Milwaukee beat the Lakers 115-106. And that is your sports. K-Laugh Memorial WM Phoenix Open, the Waste Management Phoenix Open, which is apparently quite a hoot to attend. Round 1 in progress. Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin of Canada among the leaders. That is your sports. Sports brought to you, as always, by King Gray. Please find King Gray on the internet. Downs goes, go Anaheim D's. The Ducks. Fly Devils fly on the Ice 2 victory. That's a good line. Quiet, sucks that UCF doesn't get to host either team, but at least we get to play at OU against our former quarterback. Quiet, is UCF still being considered to get to the Big 12? Hurts was the MVP. Brandon Graham was snubbed for comeback player. Sirianni was the coach of the year. Lots of garbage. I mean, listen, Hurts had a great year, but Mahomes is just that good. I'm fine with that as MVP. I don't know enough about Brandon Graham's year, so I can't help you there. Geno Smith. The only thing that's interesting about Geno Smith winning Comeback Player of the Year is I always associated that award with being injured, and Geno Smith wasn't injured. Geno Smith just didn't play because he was behind Russell Wilson. As far as Coach of the Year, I mean, what was the Eagles' record last year? Because I think Brian Daboll, resurrected the Giants. They hadn't been in the playoffs for quite a while. Quiet says they are in the Big 12 now. Thank you. Okay, I didn't realize that. If you have the full Big 12 list, I'd actually like to see it. A big thanks to our Patreon subscribers celebrating sub-anniversaries this week. Includes Digital.Games, Culty Vibes, Incantasia, Grim Toga, Rad Artisan, Dungeon Master KJ, and That Jeff MT as well. Lucas Michael says Brandon Graham tore his Achilles at 33 years old, came back, had a career year. Yeah, okay, then I think that's fair. That seems at least more fitting for the award. Quiet says full list of teams. Yeah, who was all in the Big 12 now? Because I have no clue. All right, stick around. Final hour crew is next. A marathon of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. We choose our winner of the $10 digital gift card for a game store of your choice. You can enter by typing in !raffle. So please do that before 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. We'll give that away around 8:35. Takeaways that were pretty okay. Clip of the day and more coming up on the other side of the break. It's Gaming Morning Show on Friday, February 10th, 2023. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv.
A good Hawaiian pizza as well. Give me that pineapple, give me that sweet and savory. Oh, love it.
I'm happy I'm at the stage where I can nitpick, pizza meats. Which, by the way, that made me laugh. Pizza meats. But you have pepperoni, which I agree with you. But especially when you get the curly pepperonis, right? That kind of boat up.
Yeah, you get a little bit, just a little bit of that pepperoni, grease in there, and then the crunches at the top. It's that texture is just unparalleled. It's so good.
And then with Hawaiian pizza, I'm with you as long as the Canadian bacon isn't CD sized, and then you have to really intentionally take a bite to make sure the whole thing doesn't slide off.
100%. It's all about the size of the meat.
In pizza, it's all about the size.
It's all about the size of the meat. Famous because I didn't have it on. That's all I'll say.
Didn't score more, correct?
Exactly.
Chris M.E. is asking, is it cream cheese frosting on a brownie? And in this instance, it doesn't sound like it's the case. It sounds like it's designed to be part of the brownie base, and then it gives it kind of a cream cheese filling almost more than icing. So I don't know. Again, my dislike for cream cheese is probably skewing my perspective, but I think I'd rather have almost cream cheese icing on a brownie as opposed to having the swirly part in there.
You can drive up the walls?
Oh yeah.
That was cool. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're waxing poetic on cream cheese, and I'm just cars go vroom. What? If I had to rank what I could resist, the siren call of brownies, I could resist. Ice cream is super strength. Wow, if I resist it, I need to go buy a lotto ticket and maybe go try doing a pull-up or something, because all of a sudden I have become too powerful. I cannot resist ice cream. If I get it, I know it's gonna be gone. I will only buy the little pints, and it will be gone within the week if I have that.
You said you have to go try to do a pull-up?
Yeah, the strength that it takes me to resist ice cream, I feel like I could channel it to some sort of Herculean feat of strength, which for me is single pull-up.
I mean, listen, I can't do pull-ups either. I just laughed that was like on the same wave like this lotto ticket. It's so great. Makes me laugh so hard.
It's like a matcha milk tea kind of thing. Oh, it's just really, really good.
Quiet got really excited for you because apparently there might be a Spider-Man one. Now there's a Batmobile, which that would be
Batman. Sorry, that's my Batman voice.
That was so good. Could you do it one more time, please?
I have a mask somewhere, a Batman mask.
I'm going to pretend I'm listening by leaning into my microphone, which is how audio works. Do it again. Yeah, so I don't know if there's a Spider-Man one, but you could buy the Batmobile if you'd like to, because nothing's more fun than buying things on day one of a free game.
It's honestly why I do avoid free-to-play games.
Edition of Gaming Morning Show tomorrow. There'll be Theo and myself for all 3 hours, so please join us again for the Monday edition of Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here. Now 7:51 West Coast, 10:51 out east. It is 3:51 for those watching GMS in the UK. Brendan goes, hey, first 100 fans in the park gets a free hefty goof bobblehead.
Sign me up. Ready to go.
I could actually see where I have my Dr. Squatch soap, which, by the way, go to drsquatch.com and use code DISCBRICK10 and Look It's Mike O will help you save 10% on your first purchase. I'm smelling,
heck yeah,
through the box hole, the scent of gold moss.
I don't know through the box hole the thing you want to necessarily say. I feel like that's on the level of like the size of the meat. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of with you. I don't watch much of the Olympics, but because Sean is so into it, we've had it on quite a bit when we've been at each other's houses. And then I will admit, too, I learned yesterday that downhill skiers can get up to like 90 miles an hour.
That's great for them.
We had to describe it to our children because I said, that's so fast. I bet cars don't even go that fast. I'm like, cars can, but you have to keep in mind, when we're on the freeway in Oregon, we're driving 72 miles an hour. Those people are going almost 20 miles an hour faster than we are on the freeway in a car.
Dang.
We have airbags.
Yeah.
Stuff. So.
I know, and I'm like, what? They don't even wear anything. They just have their like little the ski skin tight outfit and a helmet.
Yes.
No elbow pads, no wrist pads. Like, I armor up way harder going roller skating than they do going that fast.
Glowing through a rim. We are electrolytes glowing in the rain.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, come Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. The daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Become a Patreon. Join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning, gamer. It is time. Welcome in, final hour crew on Friday, February 10th, 2023. So glad you hang around and join us. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. You can also follow us on Instagram, where we'll post the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News after the show is over. You can find this morning radio show that plays games also as a podcast on various podcast platforms. Just search Gaming Morning Show. That's usually available with our newest episodes at around 10:30 a.m. Pacific time on said platforms. I know I found it on Apple Podcasts. I found it on Spotify. I found it on Audible, Google Podcasts, and more. So please, if you ever miss any of the show, you can listen to it there. Sports Talk Gaming, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. I'm wearing my Broncos sweatshirt for Super Bowl weekend. I always wear a jersey with the Broncos on Super Bowl Sunday, no matter if we're playing or not. And fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. That's 3, whatever that sound is. It's not a caw, is it?
It's a screech.
Screech. It's a battle cry.
That was one screech for each touchdown that they're going to win by on Sunday.
Oh, win by. Sports Talk Gaming calling for a
blowout. No, not me. Eagle.
Oh, Eagle. Well, the Eagle, the Mathematical does the math. Should know, right?
Yeah. Let the record show, though, that he's never watched a football game in his life.
3:30 p.m. Pacific time kickoff for Super Bowl 57 from Phoenix, Arizona, the Kansas City Chiefs, and your Philadelphia Eagles. Go Bird, as Austin said.
Nice.
Go Bird. Just one.
Wait,
just one.
Austin, your mom is here?
Exactly. Okay, FHC is the Final Hour crew. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you being here.
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
I am JF Downs, our head cartographer and diagramographer of Gaming Morning Show. I don't know why I need to say it that way, but that's why
he's so fancy today.
Yeah. Swirling the wine, taking the sniff. Jack is here, FHC, the best part of the show next to the 1HC in the middle part of the show. That reminds me of Angelica, Eliza, Peggy. Schuyler Sisters. We have the Final Hour crew, 1HC in the middle part.
No one likes the second hour.
No. Get wrecked. Let's see, Dungeon Master KG is here with the FHC Element of One.
Hello, FHC.
As well, it's great to see you. Quiet I Am Gaming is here, telling us the current Big 12 is UCF, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas, Texas Tech, Baylor, West Virginia, Kansas, Kansas State, Iowa State, Houston, Cincinnati, and BYU. And then you can remove Oklahoma and Texas starting in 2024. Look, it's Mike O has been with us for the duration. Mel B on YouTube. It is great to see you as well. Thank you for being along for the ride. Austin Attack 12. It's Copia, Kate Zaid, Quiet I Am Gaming. It's great to see you all with Groggy or Die, who has checked in during the course of today's morning radio show that plays games. Drew Mega, it's good to see you, and many, many others. Thank you to Ren11, Nimbus for the follows on Twitch, and everybody else who's been with us, whether you're listening or lurking. It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. We've been playing a game called Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth since the October-ish time frame. Technically, it's taken us longer than we expected, considering there was 2 battles of long illness during that time.
It was rough.
Yeah. We missed shows in November. We missed shows in January because of long-term illness. So here we go. We are trying to reach for the first time ever, and Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth history, 1,000 balloons. It's never happened before by anyone who has ever played this easy-to-remember acronymed game. And for that, we tell you now our all-time record.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
935 banked balloons, Sean, in this audience game. And we start our epic quest, fittingly with the category video games.
Nice. I thought you were going to say one vowel, no repeating letter, good vocab word.
All of the hardest ones. And this is the thing, is I bet we're going to get there by the very end of this. I bet that's going to be like our final category, is something like one vowel word.
You know, the only other people that have even come close to 1K were the fine folks over at the AM gaming show, and they lost at 999.
The AM gaming show, you say?
Yeah, our rivals.
All right, we need something appropriate for this. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. This will work. Oh yeah, that'll work really good. All right, I'm gonna grab something really quick. All right, here we go. Every quest, like the one that we are embarking on as we speak, can use some sort of soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
This is not the type of music I was expecting. We're going to start with this. I may look for an alternative. All right. Here's what we got from the audience. We have an R after a big swing from Quiet I Am Gaming.
That's a big swing.
Oh, no. That's not going to work out. All right. Goodbye, epic music. We're just going to go with our normal music. Because then we can't hear Bob's box, same piped in the same spot as the music. So, all right, here we go. The R from Super Mario Brothers. The guest from Quiet I Am Gaming.
R. Yes.
Okay, I can't make this drag out this long, can I? Or else we're just gonna never get there. Okay,
we have lots of balloons.
All right, here we go. M from Mel B.
That's a big swing.
Someone said Super Mario Bros. Right off the bat. That was so close because it looks like Mario's the middle letter or the middle word there. Oh, get juicy thumping. We could do that. Grand Theft Autos. Guess a letter. Hey. All right, here we go. Mario is the middle word. Super Mario World.
Now that's a big swing.
All right. Super Mario World. We are going.
We're on the board.
7, a perfect to start. 7, a perfect to start. And I will throw Juicy on loop, and we'll just keep going with that. Here we go. Where's Juicy? Looking for Juicy. There it is. All right.
In celebration of getting a perfect round, I brought something.
A Coke.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do we want it for the perfect, or do we want to save it for 1,000?
I think we should use it for motivation.
GMS ASMR. We're in your ears.
I have to leave at 8:35, so everyone has 22 minutes to get 58 balloons. Ready, go.
No, I thought we were going to do it for motivation. Like, inspiration.
Oh, like, inspiration.
Yeah.
Because motivation would be like, you could get this if you get 1,000. But inspiration, we do it now.
Oh, no, okay, we'll keep going.
Perspiration, I put it down my shirt.
In the kitchen. In the kitchen is the next one. Refrigerator, the guest from Look It's Mike O.
That's a big swing.
We grab the E from that.
E. No.
It's not refrigerator. Humidor. We use the R from that.
R. No.
An S and an A from KJ and Quiet.
S. A. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Nice.
Shack.
Sassafras.
How many shacks do you have in your kitchen, Maiko? Spatulas, the guest from chat. An L? How do we feel about an L? Oh, you think it's spaghettis?
No, it's spaghettis.
L.
L. Ding, ding, ding.
Now it's definitely not spaghettis.
It's shellfishes. Shellfishes.
Small.
Scallions is the guess from Look It's Mike O.
That probably makes more sense.
Mike O is
Cracked.
5 more banked balloons, a total of 947. We have gotten 12 in our first 2 puzzles. Can we do it?
I think so.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Cars. Cars is your next category.
Hubcap. With a lot of extra letters.
No.
Who keeps scallions in their kitchen? Says Look It's Mike O.
Where else are you going to keep them?
Well, Mel B says I don't have those in my kitchen either. Ford Focuses spelled grammatically correct. An O from KJ.
Oh. Yes.
Is the first Ford? It is. You get Ford for free because of Ford Focuses from Downs and Gaming. When was the last time I called Quiet I'm Gaming?
Now that's a big swing.
Ford Mustang. Look, it's Mike O. Is cracked.
Cracked.
Another 7. 954 banked balloons. We got that one before our 1-minute timer was up. Your next category is animals.
Dogfish. With some extra letters.
Dogfish head. An E from KJ.
E. Correct.
An F from Jack.
F. No.
F no.
F, no.
Elephant truck.
That
Truck.
might be my favorite.
Now that's a big swing.
We had Siberian Tiger, the swing from Drew Mega. Guess the T.
T.
An L from Element.
L.
No E in the second word. Siberian Husky. S.
S. Yes.
Look, it's Mike O.
Wow.
Is cracked.
Nice.
Cracked.
Downs goes Mike. Are you okay? Maybe Mike is on drugs. 958 banked balloons. It's time for official crayon colors.
Uh-oh.
And for what it's worth, this is normally where we would stop playing this during the show, so the marathon continues. Quiet says, but like, good drugs. An S from KJ.
S. Ding, ding, ding.
E and an R from Element and Jack.
E. R.
Oh, no.
Yes.
They went to the ER.
No, this is their favorite TV show,
Are they
silly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
I was worried about them.
A T from Quiet.
T. No.
Oh. Mike's broken now.
Now that's a big swing.
The drugs were off. Here's an A.
A. No.
Hey, no.
D.
D.
I wanted it to be Summertime House as like the official crayon color.
It's a terrible name.
A U from Mel B.
U. Yes.
L and an O from KJ and Quiet.
L. Yes. O. No.
Oh no.
L, yes. Oh, no.
My go was Scallions is this restream chat stopped working. So the last guess was Scallions, and then Mike broke that chat. So I'm having to look up here. We got Blush, the guess from Downs.
Buy that.
H. Cha-ching. B. Ding, ding, ding.
Shamrock blush.
Shampoo.
An I and an M.
I am.
Shimmering?
Yes.
Shimmering.
Cracked.
3 more banked balloons. Shimmering blush. The best of official crayon colors. 961 banked balloons. We are officially 39 balloons away from the first ever moment in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth history. And we'll continue playing this game after the break. Welcome back. When we last left off, right, famous brands.
Nike. With lots of extra letters.
N. I. K. E.
Quiet. Oh man, I was in such suspense. An E. E from quiet.
E. Correct.
An R from quiet.
R.
ER?
Correct.
It happened again.
Okay.
A from Mel B.
A. Cha-ching.
Famous brands. An L from Element.
L.
T from quiet.
T. Yes.
Welcome, happy FHC to you, Tracer. Appreciate you being here for the final hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
Please type !raffle if you'd like to enter our $10 gift card giveaway thanks to our Patreon subscribers. And you can guess letters as we are trying to get 1,000 banked balloons for the first time in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth history. A D from Downs.
D. Cha-ching.
The D hit.
Nice.
C from Element.
C. Cha-ching.
Cartier Benoit. Combined, Quiet I Am Gaming and Jack with Earthling Gaming. Happy FHC bringing it home. Sean, Cartier Diamonds. Sean, a diamond is forever.
Correct.
But our streak is still ongoing.
Here we go. 967 banked balloons. I, of course, will do the tradition where I wipe off 5 balloons really fast so that we can get 2. Right? Right?
No.
!raffle if you'd like to enter.
Hello, FHC.
It's great to see you, Earthling Gaming. Thank you for being here. Jack says, together we are a team. Apart we are something. Dark Weather, the big swing from Downs.
Now that's a big swing.
This is phrases. Take the E from there.
E. Correct.
Oh, and Elman had guessed E anyway, so.
Now that's a big swing.
We had Stay Hydrated from Quiet. And Wear Underwear from Look It's My Go. Oh, I gotta monitor the YouTube chat. I'm worried that our restream crashed, and so Mel B is trying to guess letters, and they're not hitting our Twitch feed here. All right, Mel B, I'm watching on YouTube if you are looking. Wear Underwear. A and an N from Earthling and Quiet.
A. Cha-ching. N. Incorrect.
Phrases. A D and an I and an L.
D. No. I. Cha-ching. L. No.
L no.
Wow. Incredibly juicy.
Stay. What was the phrase from the Dos Equis guy? Stay thirsty, my friends. I'm gonna go S.
S. Yes.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna go T because S hit. T.
T. Yes.
Oh, Quiet has it.
Now that's a big swing.
Stay positive, but when Mike wrote right, stay thirsty with ease, I was like, maybe that's what it is.
That's the official Dos Equis spelling.
Correct.
We skipped right over 969 banked balloons. We're up to 971. Sean has to go in 9 minutes, chat. We have 9 minutes. Try to get there. 971 banked balloons. Your category is famous brands. We say hi to Sizz. The marathon continues.
Hello, FHC.
Exclamation point raffle to enter in our giveaway for a $10 gift card. An E from Tracer to start off famous brands.
E. Yes.
Adidas.
S. S.
An S from Quiet. An R from Drew Mega.
S. Ding, ding, ding. R. Cha-ching.
Nice.
T from Drew Mega.
T. Ding, ding, ding. That's a big swing.
Robertsons. Let's go. Oh, can't be. No R. A from Jack.
A. Cha-ching.
Sean, I know what it is. Albertsons. Grocery store.
Correct.
I liked Werther's. 7 banked balloons. We are 22 balloons away from 1K.
We can do it.
Lucas Michael says, what is an Albertsons? A grocery store chain that's now basically Safeway.
Yeah. Or is Safeway now Albertsons?
Downs wants all the boys to the yard.
Now that's a big swing.
Milkshakes from Downs.
S. No.
Wine cheese?
That's a big swing.
Cheese has no cheese has an S in it. That wouldn't have worked. KJ has to go, switching to no sound, meeting in 1 minute. Quiet says, I remember renting video games from Albertsons. Who would have had that callback on their bingo card today? Wow. Everyone's afraid of eat and drink, Sean.
It's spooky.
Food parcel.
That's a big swing.
A T and an A from Quiet and Mike, respectively.
T. No. A. No.
Jack says work call. Remember, stay thirsty and go sports team. Sean, eat and drink. We have 4 balloons left.
Let's go R.
That's a big swing.
No, R isn't that big
R.
of a swing. I saw Sizz say surf and turf.
Now available at Hefty Goofs, a place you can eat. Steak and seafood, because we're all out of surf and turf.
I like businesses in Mel's E.
Yes.
Yeah.
An O from Earthling.
Oh, cha-ching.
Alright, let's take a look at this.
Quiet, let's be a little more economical about our guesses. Now, we have 5 minutes left. Sean's gonna miss work. Coffee is the guess.
F. Yes.
F yes.
Iced coffee. Nice. Work.
Who got it?
Quiet.
Correct.
3 more banked balloons. We're 19 away. 19 from 1,000 banked balloons. Opposites is your category. Opposites. If only somebody had wasted so much time trying to find epic music at the beginning of this. But we're not going to point any fingers, are we?
No. It's a team effort.
It's also more disappointing that I didn't actually find any epic music.
That's a big swing.
Black and white. Let's go L for that one, I guess.
L. Correct.
It is not. It is not black and white. It could be darks and lights. Like as in like laundry.
Mm-hmm.
A T from quiet.
T. Cha-ching.
Well, I did work.
Talls and lows. Heavy and light.
That's a big swing.
Ooh, Shaq and Penny's a great guess. Oh, it can't be heavy and light because of the
T's. Let's do it. Let's do an I though.
S-H-A-Q. I. No.
Well, then what is it? Ooh, tight and loose was a great guess at that I had hit.
Mm-hmm.
An A from Tracer.
A. Cha-ching.
Let's do an O.
Incredibly juicy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Opposites.
Teach and learn.
Sports, doc, gaming is
Correct. Correct. Correct.
5 more balloons. 986. We are 14 away. 2 perfects would get us to 1,000 banked balloons total and the opening of the Coke can on air. Your category is oxymorons, damn it. I added the damn it. There was no damn it in the category.
R. Ding, ding, ding.
Ends in Shaq.
Shaq.
Oxymorons. An E from Tracer.
E. Ding, ding, ding.
I from Quiet.
I. Yes.
T from Earthling.
T. Correct.
An M from Mike.
M. No.
Terribly good is the guess from Mike.
I like that.
D.
D. Yes.
Terribly good. Look, it's Mike O. Is
Correct. Correct.
6 more banked balloons. We need 2 more puzzles to have a chance. 992. 992 history is your next puzzle.
Incredibly juicy.
It's the last word war. I
A.
can't guess it. Someone else has to guess.
A. Yes.
Breaking all the rules today.
I didn't guess it. I was just suggesting. Perhaps
R.
someone else would guess it.
R. Ding, ding, ding.
It is war.
W. Yes.
Korean War. Nope.
K. No.
Carmera War. E.
E. Correct.
That is so juicy.
Civil War. Serbian? No, I shouldn't have guessed B.
B. No.
It's gonna be N and N.
N.
Yeah.
Correct.
Persian.
Incredibly juicy.
Hefty is
Correct.
5 more banked balloons. 997. And this is where I'd play the really epic music if I had thought more than 4 seconds ahead. Oxymorons is our next puzzle. We need 3. Can I tell you a hope I have?
Uh-huh.
I hope that this counter
get
doesn't
2?
No, I hope this counter doesn't know how to get to 1,000. It's like Pac-Man. E and an S.
E. Ding, ding, ding. S.
T.
T. Cha-ching.
D.
D.
N.
N. Ding, ding, ding.
E and R. R.
R. Cha-ching.
U.
U.
It's fitting that the
No.
one that might break the record had neither a D nor a U.
Right.
Cartoon is a guess. It's not, but the O did hit.
O. Cha-ching.
An A from Mel B.
A. No.
We have 3 balloons left. Is that an I or an L? I have to actually ask these questions now. Something portion?
Is it whole portion?
Whole portion from Sports Doc Gaming, and as long as I don't misclick, we have set 1,000 banked balloons.
Correct. Correct.
Do. Sean's got to go. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. You did it! For the first time! And don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth history. We have hit 1,000 banked balloons. Chrissy Icky, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. What a moment in time. Who would have imagined that we could do this, chat? I was here for history, says Downs. Drew Mega says, bye, Sean. Came back just in time. We got some ASMR. Look, it's Mike O was cracked.
Correct.
Oh, that would have been sweet. You could have done champagne style. Swirled it all around. Look at the strut of the person who's no longer floating, but is now walking all over the 1,000 banked balloons in that person's pocket. And you were here on Gaming Morning Show. Should I pick like another puzzle and go Z, Y, W? The streak continues. 1,000 banked balloons. 1,000 banked balloons. All right. There you go. How about that? Tuned in just in time, said Groggy. That kid has swagger, says Downs. Quiet says, now don't blow it with me being out all next week. Or blow whatever, 1,000 is good enough. Quiet, you're going to have to check in at 8:07 a.m. Pacific time. Okay? It's a requirement. We had Juicy blaring on the radio. What a fun time. Down says 10,000 next. It took us roughly 3 months, let's be fair, from October-ish to now to get 1,000, but that was also with 2 extended absences, so what a time to be alive, chat. And they said it couldn't be done. We showed them on this edition of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. 1,000 balloons.
$1,000 in money.
All right. We need to have a raffle, Wheel of Names style raffle, for all of the folks who have joined the raffle. Last call for entries. Do exclamation point raffle if you would like to get in. I will give a little bit of extra time for folks to get their names in. Cloudbot. This is from Streamlabs. Again, this is courtesy of those who are in our Patreon in the world of Patreon, basically. So thank you for everyone who took the time to basically jump into our giveaway with the Patreon only Discord. Means the world to us. You can become a Patreon subscriber by going to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. All right. Need the cloud bot, please. I'm closing the raffle in 10 seconds. Last call, exclamation point raffle to get in there. Exclamation point raffle to get in there. I don't know if Mel B tried on YouTube, but Mel B had to go. All right. Entries are now closed. You can no longer enter the raffle. Gonna go to the Wheel of Names. The Wheel of Names looks better than the non-Wheel of Names. Let's go here. Raffle. That looks good there. Perfect. Downs at exclamation point gamble all. I can't believe Downs won, said Look It's My Go. Alright. Here we go. Thanks to the numerous of you who entered the raffle, one of you is going to win a $10 gift card. Alright. The Wheel of Names is loaded. Hello to Jordy Jasper. Happy FHC to you.
Hello, FHC.
Last call to get your answer in for our topic of the day, which is National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. What's your favorite type of brownie? We did make it to 1,000 banked balloons. All right. Apparently, been a while since we used the old Wheel of Names. There you are. Locked and loaded. Can we get a countdown in chat? 3, 2, 1. And then we'll hit the Wheel of Names.
3, 6, 9, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 7, 2, 1.
Go! Around and around it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. A $10 gift card goes to the Element of One. Congratulations, Elle. You are the winner of a $10 gift card to the gaming digital shop of your choice.
You are one of life's winners.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Element of One. Fulfillment. The fulfillment department will be in touch. Thanks a lot. Fulfillment. All right, what a fun show. Thank you for being part of history. Reminder, Whit Fuller will join us from the Utah Daily Chronicle coming up on Tuesday's Gaming Morning Show. We'll talk about the cozy game movement. Monday's show, we'll let you know who will be joining us for GMS Tuesday nights on Tuesday. As I'm very excited about our guest who will be playing Apex Legends with me as part of our GMS Tuesday nights of programming, and it is the debut of Season 16, assuming that everything goes swimmingly with Apex Legends. You will also have a chance. George Jasper says, congrats, Elle. You got a W this time. Get it? Get it? Love it. All right. Let's go ahead and give you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines that you need to know on this particular day. And then we will send you somewhere if you're watching on Twitch. And, of course, we'll be back on Monday. So we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Last call, too, for takeaways that were pretty okay. What is something you learned from today? We learned a lot about brownies. Element did say that any type of brownie with nuts in it, you and not Jordy, but Copia would get along. You and Copia would get along. All right. Here we go. It is time for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines. Sean shares these every single show in the 6 o'clock hour, so we have this ready to go for you today. We were told earlier that 16 years after the release, Team Fortress 2 is getting a major update. This was Sean's favorite game of choice when Sean was in the in-between, being able to play games and not be able to play games during the time of heavy school. And already is committed to not going back to the Team Fortress ways. So, there you go. If you want to read more about this update 16 years in the making, you can get that story from Luke Plunkett of Kotaku. Another story is Tears of the Kingdom is set to be the largest size Switch game of all time. This is a story from Ryan Dinsdale of IGN. It's still much smaller in comparison to, say, PlayStation-sized games. I mean, significantly smaller. However, it's like 182 gigs or something like that. No. Yes? 18? 182. I don't remember. But it's sizable compared to some of its other Switch counterparts. And Sean also told us that ONS Good had a list of Epic games that are free in the Epic Games store this week. So if you want to find that list, you can. Did I say Tears of the Sun? Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom, which is coming out in May. All right. Out today, we had Legion of Doom available for the Switch. We also have N Paint, the letter N, capital P, Ain't, for Switch. And your name of the morning was Go Go Pogo Girl for PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. That is your GMS name of the morning for today. All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? Our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner goes to the entire chat who is here for the record-breaking performance. Look, it's Mike O gets honorable mention for an outstanding performance, a Kalafian type of performance today. Good job, everybody who was involved. Chat, all of you for breaking the record are today's
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award.
It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look, it's the clip of the day. The one that might break the record had neither a D nor a U.
Right.
Cartoon is a guess. It's not, but the O did hit.
Oh, cha-ching.
An A from Mel B.
A. No.
We have 3 balloons left. Is that an I or an L? I have to actually ask these questions now. Something portion?
Is it whole portion?
Whole portion from Sports Doc Gaming. And as long as I don't misclick, we have set 1,000 banked balloons.
Correct.
Sean's got to go. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. There you go, and it's the clip of the day as we got the all-time record, and don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. All right, chat, what are your takeaways that are pretty okay? What is something you learned from this edition of Gaming Morning Show? And then we are going to send you over to Chad Music. Hey, y'all, I'm Chad, and I play original hardware retro games, RPGs, and lo-fi jazz music. I generally play anything I find interesting, if you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS as we send you over there if you're watching on Twitch. My takeaway that was pretty okay, I'll get to in a moment. I'm going to read through yours first if I can find them all in an efficient amount of time. Jordy, my takeaway is that I can maybe potentially make it to the last 5 minutes of the show on Fridays.
Hello, FHC.
Hey, any final hour crew participation is better than none. Maiko did kill it, says Downs. Even if Maiko was on something, it still counts. Absolutely. Ending it on whole portion feels fitting from Sizz. Absolutely. And Mike, tell Megan, look, it's wife O, that if you need to be focused in from 12 to 12 on Sunday, even if you're on drugs, it's well worth it. My takeaway that's pretty okay is apparently a Plimsoll has nothing to do with umbrellas. Nothing to do with umbrellas. It's apparently something to do with ships, and old Hefty had that one as wrong as you could possibly have it. But here we are. So, thank you for, I think it was Mel B who finally got me on the right track, and then more information coming in from IMJF Downs as well. So, all right, we will be back on Monday. Thank you so much for being part of the show every single weekday, as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. And, of course, GMS Tuesday nights coming up on Tuesday night, starting at 8 p.m. Sis says this is actually gaming morning school, right? We've learned something every single day. Drew Mega, my takeaway is I'll have whatever Maiko is having. Last but not least, go birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Good luck on Sunday to the wonderful Eagles fans that are part of this audience. So thank you so much for being part of it. I had a very good time today, and very excited to see how we can do in the next edition of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. And if you ever want to see the record, Sean will update that when Sean gets back, because, well, Sean's gone right now. All right, for everyone made it possible, I'm Hefty Goof. We'll see you on Monday. Stay tuned. Best moments from today's show next on Gaming Morning Show. Like, newer friends. And they were so kind. They brought over banana bread for us. And I was like, oh, yeah, I love banana bread. Thank you so much. You know, the only kind of banana bread I typically say no to is the kind that has chopped nuts in it. And I said that as the words are leaving my mouth. I'm like, oh, no, what if this banana bread has chopped nuts in it? And sure enough, it did. And I was like, but, you know, I'll try everything. I was like, oh, I'm such an a-hole, and I feel awful now. Because I will try it. It's just I've never found a baked good where I was like, this is better because it has nuts in it. And that is my opinion. I agree. I'm not saying they're wrong, except for nuts don't belong in baked goods. Other than that, though. Like, for example, Drew Mega said, first and foremost, thank you, Sean Lamau. But I will say pineapples do not belong on pizza, so...
Helping or hurting, Drew?
You should consider just getting a divorce. You'll have so much more free time then.
I just have to quit my job but still get paid somehow.
It's called a settlement.
Have you ever
877 cash meow?
Have you ever robbed a bank?
Can't say that I have.
All right.
And if we're gonna discuss those plans, maybe we should take that one off air. Here, I got an idea. Hey, don't bring up the heist on the air. We don't want anyone to hear that was a plan of ours.
Oh yeah. You still have the location of all those very expensive jewels?
Yes, I did. I got them from IMJF Downs, who I'm certainly not going to implicate. That would be ridiculous.
No, we don't. We don't want to let the authorities know about JF Downs' elaborate diagrams for stealing the jewels.
Based video game system, but will continue to use cartridges for its next generation system.
Correct.
Nice. Congratulations, you were 2 for 2 today.
Feels good. Feels really good.
We are actively tracking your streaks, of course, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I got that written down. I got it written down right here.
Your winning percentage is far better than Roberta Flack's winning percentage for Grammy. 1997, speaking of that next-gen system, Nintendo released Mario Kart 64. This day for Nintendo 64. Mario Kart 64 is now, like, 26 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your math is good. Have you been hanging out with Eagle the Mathematical?
I'm getting tutoring on the side.
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Soon I'll
Such
be
a good game.
Hefty, the Mathmatefty. Of the brownies, try to insert the toothpick in one of the cracks, one of the beautiful cracks on the top of the brownies. If you don't have cracks, estimate where you'll be cutting the brownies so that the cut will overlap, where the toothpick will be inserted. Yes, I know my OCD is showing, says the author.
8.
Number 8, sprinkle a little flaky salt. These are for people who have an affinity for salted desserts, like a salted caramel. Add a little sprinkle of flaky sea salt or kosher salt to the top right after it's done baking. And this will add a little bit of texture that perfectly contracts and complements the sweet fudgy brownies. Just a light sprinkle, and don't use regular table salt because the grains are too small and will make it way too salty.
Yeah, always better to use flaky salt as opposed to on-time salt.
9,